Testing 1, 2, 3, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Thank you for your patience. Things have been real for me lately. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Vencabot. Uncharted, Drake's Fortune action. My name is David. If I seem a little bit haggard, guys, it's because I was up last night for ever recording Moji Record. It was a hell of a grind as it's been. It's been kind of tough for my sleep schedule. For the record, guys, I saw a post on Facebook today. If for those of you that are keeping track, I assume most of you guys aren't. I hope you guys, most of you aren't. But some of you guys actually have been kind of get pulled into this with me. That due to fan demand, Moji Record has had its closure date pushed back by 1 month as of today. So all this time I've spent, 8-hour grinding sessions on Moji Record after the stream and lacking sleep the past 3 weeks has been somewhat unnecessary. The good news is that now I have a really good lead on getting things done well in time for the actual closure date of the game. So I'm still, because I'm so groggy from last night, I haven't been able to totally process this revenge. I haven't been able to get my head around it yet. What that actually totally means. If it's not clear, I'm really sleepy. I'm really sleepy. So if I seem totally out of it, then I'm totally out of it. But I guess what I'm gonna do tonight is probably sleep.
Okay. Land of the
I'm
dead.
pretty sure that means I can sleep tonight.
Here we go.
And then once I have slept, then I can think more about how I'm going to handle the rest of this archival project. Let's see here. The point in to assist game plan isn't as common, huh? So I guess what Claire is saying is, the idea of having one character that's like your main character, and then having two characters whose function is to simply support that character is not as common as it might have been in other games. Maybe they saw you no-lifing it and felt bad about it. Huh? That's kind of what it felt like, Steve. I actually considered that, Steve. Like, what if they saw in their analytics that I wasn't the only one doing this? Like, they're like, oh shit, these guys are literally playing the game for 10 hours a day because of the closure. Maybe we should give them a little more time. But in any case, it's, for my needs, it's much more forgiving. I'm kind of conflicted about it because I really have been looking forward to this grind being over. I've been looking forward to the grind being over because it's been a nightmare throughout September so far. And I was kind of looking forward to having October totally to myself in that respect. But I think that it'd probably be more healthy for me to extend into October now and just not go as hard each night, like physically healthy. Because I need sleep. I need sleep like bad. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to come up with a plan over the next couple days on how I'm going to reschedule my archival project stuff. And hopefully you'll see me coming back tomorrow with more rest. And likewise, I'm not gonna. My plan was to take Monday off next week, guys, and not stream on Monday. I'm taking that back. We're gonna stream next Monday now too. We should not losing more days to Moji Record, thankfully. But that shell has to be able to sustain itself if the point character dies, huh? Every Morgan and Phoenix team has a very strong shell supporting it. So what is the shell? Is that like a tank or something? Not sure. Sure in Marvel too. You can just count on steamrolling in that game, says Claire. Thank you, Theory. I'm gonna rest the hell up. Welcome aboard VSAF Doom, aka Old Man Motion, aka DC Hendrix, aka Yamcha 3S, aka D Money. Alright. So, I'm going to presume, maybe erroneously, there's not going to be, like, a lot of enemies around here. Canonically, we just opened up, I believe, a tomb that has not been opened by another human being in, 300 years. Or whatever. So I presume there's not going to be thugs down here. Maybe on my way out there will be thugs. But maybe I'm totally wrong about that. Alright, I'll open my door there, guys. I got a little bit steamy. After all. So, what do they want me to do here? This is interesting little platform puzzle. Having hundreds of hours watching the best Marvel players in the world, I actually feel the opposite about Marvel vs. Capcom 2 versus 3, says Brian. Yeah, my friend Locked is quite a MVC3 analyst. I don't doubt that you guys both have opinions that are, equally nuanced. But I do think that, if not MVC2, Claire understands MVC3 extremely well. Wee. Wee. Whoa! I hate that. I hate how every jump you do, he's like, oh, I barely made it. Even though, again, that couldn't be further from the actual way the game feels in your hand. Because every jump is totally automated. Whoa! Hey, behind the waterfall treasure. That's a classic. That's a classic. Boy, it sure is dark around here. Yes. Oh, look, there's guns here. There's guys!
I always get myself into this crap.
My aim is actually hilarious. I'm being flanked. There's a guy behind me, isn't there? There is.
Here we go. Oh boy.
That was fucking dope. Okay. Some more ammo here. Let's see here. Take that sense of accomplishment. That's what I'm saying, Steve. Like, the fact that the gameplay doesn't convey the jump, like, because there's no gameplay in it at all. And so they were like, we gotta make it exciting. Let's just have him go, whoa! Like, when he jumps, he, like, flails his arms, and he'll grab on, he'll, like, grab the ledge, he'll grab with one hand. Oh! I'm like, dude, it's a fucking cutscene. I had no control of that jump. I've been a hardcore gamer for my whole life. I have done lots of platforming. I can tell you that there have been many jumps that have made me feel things, you know, like, emotionally, like tension. In fact, I would say that it's the job of every platformer to, you know, have that to some extent. But this game, it's really had a very special accomplishment, which is that they took an idea that's been in gaming since day one and totally killed it. It's to me, it's, you know, it's more than just, you know, making the game more casual. It's more than just, you know, a game design choice. To me, it's actually a disgrace. It's a disgrace to the art form of, you know, the art and the history of gaming. To take something as essential as a jump and to totally bastardize it. F-Champ hasn't been in the bracket since March, is locked here. Doesn't really play Marvel 3 anymore, but him and Ryan LV are pretty much the only ones that play some team mechanic. Oh, M4. Oh, and 96 shots in the M4? Oh my, that's a good ass gun. So everyone's gonna be on Discord, huh? With J-Bomb. While his kid sleeps. 3 Venge, that reminds me. What time of night do you think would work best for you for Boktober Guitari? Since you and I were the ones that originally conceived the idea, I think what we should do is we should make sure that your schedule works for it, and then we'll see if other people it works for them. Welcome aboard, Kevin. Okay. So they've already been here. Somehow. I'm confused. But also, you know, they could have a good explanation for that, right? It could be something to do with, what can I do here? With the fact there's apparently more than one faction. 8 p.m. CST or so? Yeah, it works fine with me. Anytime's good for me. So CST, that would be... So right now for you, it would be like, what, like 9:23? I know it's not Third Strike Tuesday, but what do you think of the arranged stage music that debuted on the Dreamcast? I've not listened to it, Kevin, no. Unless it's the same thing as on OE, which it might be. But even then, I think I used mostly the original soundtracks on OE. So no, I haven't really heard them that much. Kevin, I'm sure they're great, though. I've heard good things about them. You know, it's all a matter of personal taste. I think I can see how if you've spent, you know, 10 years listening to the 3SS soundtrack, you brought something different once in a while. As I recall, though, there's no way to randomize it, as I understand it, which to me blows my mind. You'd think that when you had arranged soundtracks and stuff, you would actually have a way to randomize the music so that it would be, you know, different every time, make it more fresh. Same as an OE, okay. I have heard them then, they're fine. Okay. Just treasure back here. Dope. Lots of treasure lately. So the M4 is super godlike. I might as well just use it. I have absolutely zero strategy in what weapon I use at any time, to be honest.
That is gonna hurt in the morning.
That just one-shotted him. That was a headshot, though, I guess. Oh, shit. Got a bad feeling about this.
Oh boy.
Look at that weird... No, don't do that, you idiot! My aim is truly incredible. Oh, I fucking was reloading. It's kind of got a long reload window.
Here we go. Damn it.
Boy, this gun is pretty decent compared to the AK. Well, there's more guys over there than I thought there was. I got hella grenades. Oh, he threw it still? I think he's dead now, though. Where did this guy go? I'm gonna move up a little bit. Oof, that guy's out in the open. That guy's still up, though. Yeah, I've got a longer reload window than most other guns. Now, I can jump over this, right? It's the X button. For a while there, I thought I couldn't. Okay, we got Shotgun Sam over there. I wonder if they're gonna... Oh, fuck. We got hella grenades. This gun ain't as good as, let's say, the pistol. But I'm almost out of ammo for it. I'd probably kill this guy, though. Let's just go over there and kill him. He has that gun he wants to aim at me, right? Maybe he won't shoot him, like, up in his face. Wow, that was not the best idea of all time. Not gonna lie. What's up, Yoga Brain? Okay, let's use a pistol. It's just a much better gun. This gun is the god weapon. This gun is so good. Look at the accuracy. I think I've been Yoga Brain. Hopefully pretty decent. You're dead, asshole. Enough playing around. What's not gonna hit me? Guy's still up. There you go. Boy, this gun's so good. It's crazy to me how good the pistol is in this game. Oh shit, where'd you come from? Pistol's by far the best gun. There's no fucking comparison. But I argue that, you know, if you want to be, you know, forgiving of the game, you could say that it's an homage to, again, Indiana Jones and that sort of style of, you know, action hero, run up, shoot pistol sort of, you know, action design. It's just crazy to me that there's so many guns in this game and they're all pretty much just not as good as the pistol. The first pistol you have. Yeah, the Bond level, exactly, yeah. James Bond, that sort of thing. Just a good pistol. Okay, well, this is annoying. They want me to run up there to spawn enemies, but they're going to spawn right in my face with shotguns and shoot me. That's what happened last time. Like, just spawn them so I can shoot them. They have shotgun. They're good at close range. I want to be close when they spawn. We are spawning in now.
Great.
Oh, jeez. Ow. Ow. 50 kills with this gun? Okay.
It's gonna hurt.
I'll have him in the head there, I guess.
Okay.
Vencabot for the plug. Patreon plug. Yeah, my plan for tonight in Mod Record is just to do my dailies and pretty much just stop and then get some sleep. And again, there's going to be no cancellation for future streams for Mod Record, I guess. If it is really true that... Oh, he put his gun away. I never noticed that before. So if there's enemies going to spawn in, they're going to... he's going to have his gun out. So I know they're going to stop spawning when he puts his gun away, huh? Okay, I didn't know that. I wonder if that always happens. My plan was to have a No Monday stream next week, at the very least, and because of how hard a time I had last night in Mod Record, I was kind of afraid I'd take off more time. It's kind of funny that last night was one of the hardest nights I've had in Mod Record, And then I was quite stressed out about it and woke up today to find out they're pushing back the closure date. So that issue that I was having should be not a major concern in the future, thankfully. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, 50 kills instead with this gun. I can't believe it's that many. These guys are so samey. It's a problem that this game has in a major way is the fact that, it's very shallow gameplay overall. I've said that before, that to be a hater would be to say that this game's game design is really not there at all. It's just the most bare bones it could possibly be. And part of that is that every enemy seems to have the same exact AI and everything. They have the same number of hits it takes to kill them. There's pretty much only one type of enemy in this game, which is interesting in a game that has so many enemies.
Wait, there's something about this.
The fact that I have killed so many of them, it's so samey, it hardly even feels like it. October 30th, Brian. I have one extra month of my record now. So that means that there is relatively no danger anymore of me not having time to record everything. Oh no, please, no, soft lock. No, Drake. Oh god, I hope a checkpoint after I won that fight. I hate this fucking game, guys. I feel like a lot of PS3 third-person shooters were like that, huh? It felt clunky and rushed. The controls are unresponsive now. Oh! I had to shoot. There we go. The gun helps. Alright. So there's a puzzle here. Yeah, so I'm, it's not fair to say that I'm excited, Brian, about this pushback. If only, I mentioned this before, Brian, if only because I'm so exhausted. I'm doing my best to hide it, but I can barely even think straight right now. So when I read that today, that they were pushing the date back, I was like, oh, that sounds like it's gonna make my life a lot easier, thankfully. But I'm still not at the point where I'm like feeling like totally relieved by it yet. My hope is that I'm gonna get some sleep tonight, and then I'll look up tomorrow and be like, okay, I can re-examine my grind for Mod's record and how I'm gonna handle it. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling kind of conflicted because part of me wants to just grind it out so I can have all of October to myself after looking forward to that for so long. But again, physically, I need more sleep, so I'm gonna do that instead. I'm not gonna try and wait till the end of October to have it all done. Probably want to have it done by, the second week in October. But I'm definitely not going to go as hard as I've been going, which is going to be kind of nice. I wonder if you could abuse that to clip places, huh? I wonder, Claire, maybe. But I have my doubts, if only because this game's map it doesn't seem very clip-friendly. Like, nothing really connects to anything else. Alright. So, do I probably still have all my rifle ammo? Great. So I gotta do a puzzle here, huh? Well, what can I interact with? Anything? They're like, look at your map. Look at your book. Can I interact with the bell? Yes, I can. Okay. It's fun to know. Yeah, by total coincidence, guys, I was on Claire's stream the other night, and she was playing Madoka Magica music. And me and, what was the name of the other person in the chat, Claire? We're talking about Madoka Magica a little bit. And Claire was like, I've never even seen Madoka. And I was like, watch Madoka. I know a pair of game critics who really hate third-person shooters because they feel like a movie director trying to force their movie idea and get lazy with the gameplay. Well, I mentioned on a previous stream, guys, that the thing about games like this, in general, not just Uncharted, but games that are, cinematic games, what I find annoying about criticism of them is that neither the gameplay nor the cinematic aspect are anything, great. But something about the combination of the two seems to really resonate with people. They love playing a game that is sort of like a movie. Even if, as a movie, it would have failed. As a game, it certainly fails. Like, this game's story is nothing, it's not terrible. But nor is it, that exciting. It's really just like a movie that you would not go to the theaters to see. And if you did, you walk out like, okay. That was pretty pointless. And yet the gameplay is so shallow. But people use the fact that it's cinematic to justify that. Well, it's not really like a game. It's like an interactive movie. Well, is it like an interactive movie? Because it doesn't feel, A, that interactive. It's not as though there's multiple choices I can make for the plot. And B, as a movie, it's really not that good. It's sort of like a bootleg, dollar store Indiana Jones. Like something you see at in the $1 bin. And be like, it might be, at best a halfway watchable B-movie. I don't remember who it was, but I remember the song you're talking about, that drum and bass remix. Yes, it was a remix of the intro theme of Madoka Magica. Must have been playing Marvel or racing games. Oh, yeah, you were playing Marvel at the time. Detracts to normies. I hate accepting that, Steve. It sounds very, you know, like deriding. But I mean, I can't deny that it seems like it might be true to some extent.
Perfect harmony.
Okay, perfect harmony, huh? That's the hint. All right, you want me to ring them both? But it's still fun to D-Scott. A lot of things are fun, D-Scott. Sometimes I have fun just doing this number, where I'll be like. When I'm taking a shit, guys. When I'm bored on the toilet, just do that. That's fun. But doesn't mean that it's, you know, deserving any kind of critical acclaim. I don't go out and to social media and say, guys, you should try this. It's so much fun. So I just rang that bell. Like, that's a problem I have. The reason I say that, D. Scott, is because you guys know my feeling, you know, the Vencabot hater scale, the way that I review games, the way I score games, is based on how I can recommend them. Can I recommend this game? Right? It's not really a scale of the game's objective quality, because I think that's kind of moot. It's more about how strongly does this game deserve to be played? And when you consider that, it means that you have to compare it against, you know, the time you could have spent playing a much better game. So a game that might be fun, it could be, you know, entertaining, it could still be not worth playing because there are so many amazing games I could be playing. Games that are more than just, you know, oh, they're an okay way to pass the time. Right? Yeah, I can't deny this game, you know, it's playable. It's not super terrible in terms of the gameplay. So I want them to ring them both at the same time, maybe? Can I shoot it? I can, okay. There we go. I was intentionally playing up the derision as a joke more on myself, says Steve. I've actually heard that, you know, that notion put forward more than once, Steve. And I think it's not something I'm totally down with. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to deny that, you know, I think when people talk about how much beloved this game is, and games of this nature are, it doesn't speak to their quality so much as it speaks to how accessible they are, right? Like, for a game to be extremely popular means that you have to have it be played by and appealing to a lot of people. And I think that in any artistic space, you're going to see that as not always being the most interesting piece of work, whether it be in music or, you know, graphic design or in video games, right? For it to be, you know, the most popular, that implies that, you know, the game is going to be sort of vapid, because it has to, you know, appeal to, you know, people that necessarily aren't looking for, you know, they're not the you know, what's we're looking for, like the connoisseurs.
We got all the clues right here. We can do this, kid. How the hell does he think he's gonna get that statue out of here anyway?
What I'm saying, Steve, is like, you know, like, how about something like Harry Potter, right? Harry Potter, if you compare a book's popularity, throughout history, Harry Potter as a franchise, even, you know, let's say the first book, right? It's probably infinitely more quote unquote popular than the greatest literature ever written.
Hey.
Not because it's better,
Jeez, these guys are everywhere.
but because it's okay and more accessible.
He's here.
That's not a, you know, casting shade on Harry Potter. It's more just about, you know, part of what I hate about Uncharted so much is not just that it's a boring, shitty game, which it is. It's a lot of that animosity I have toward it is nothing of its own fault. It's more to do with the press at the time that it got. You know, I think that it's extremely overrated.
Okay.
If it were just some, you know, random, you know, shitty game that, you know, wasn't really that popular at the time and was discovered, you know, 10 years later, people were like, oh, this game's actually pretty decent. It has really nice graphics for being, you know, a pretty undiscovered undiscovered gem on the console. And you'd be like, oh, well, the gameplay is, it's not that good, but, it's good for what it is. For a, $5 game nobody ever heard of. And sometimes, that social aspect can influence the way you look at a game. That social aspect can influence the way you look at the game. And so, yeah, it's not that, again, the game is that terrible objectively. It's just that, for what it is, for its reputation that it has, it sure is garbage. So Steve says here, Harry Potter is getting British literature post-grad thesis about it, huh? Theses, probably? I think it's spelled T-H-E-S-E-S, I think. It's kind of like theses, but theses with an S. Don't you love this in video games, guys? Something magical about the situation. It happens a lot in video games, right? Where somebody will be in cover, and you can just sort of walk to where you can clearly see them, but they don't really appreciate that they're like totally vulnerable. Yeah. So yeah, I think that, I guess what I'm trying to say is that this game got 10 out of 10s very widely. But that's not an indicator of its quality. It's an indicator of how many people played it. And that's sort of the problem with, the AAA hype machine. You see a lot of hype surrounding a game. That necessarily means that, it's got a much larger number of people that care about it. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's good. In fact, it almost certainly means that it's something that's extremely, let's just say, base, fundamental at best. If you want to be very generous. Fundamental. That's a nice way to say it. I can make a bad joke about gaming journalists enjoying it, huh? I fucking hate gaming journalists, guys. You guys already know why, right? Because they're paid, their bread and butter comes from the same publishers whose product it's their job to criticize. That's just crazy to me. That's actually crazy to me. That it's not more widely, that the industry of game review is not more widely criticized for this extremely simple fact. The fact that all their income depends on them having a good relationship with these publishers whose job it is for them to, to analyze and ideally, criticize, take apart. So of course they have to be positive. They have to be very positive, no matter the game. Because they can't risk the relationship they have with these publishers. So then what is the point? It's just, again, it's just more of a hype machine, right? It's not a truly review. It's just a way to, it's more like promotion for the games. Mediocre game, would not spend my own money, 8 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah, that's the worst they can give. Like, the worst they can give is like a 7. I think that's really affected an entire generation's idea of like the 0 to 10 scale. It's part of why the Vencabot hater scale was invented, to like offset that.
This is completely unacceptable.
What do you expect from me, Roman? My men are getting massacred.
I find it hard to believe that one man could wipe out your entire crew.
It's not
Oh,
just
man.
Drake, god damn it! I'm telling you, this island is cursed.
Enough. Take your sorry mob and go.
Wait, you can't cut me loose. You owe me a share of the gold.
Your share, Eddie, was contingent upon you doing what I required. You assured me that Drake was captured and the island secure.
Oh, this is bullshit, Roman.
Kill this old
And
white
you
man,
know
dude.
it.
Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to be Navarro, wasn't I?
We're done here, Mr. Roger.
Mr. Roger. Like Mr. Rogers, Mr. Roger?
Dai Kamu. Matia Jallo. Sielan.
Is she alone like
Remind
see you
me
later?
again why you employed that superstitious idiot?
You wanted someone cheap.
Well, you get what you pay for, I suppose. And what about you, Navarro? Are you worth what I'm paying you?
The vault's here. I'm sure of it. If Sullivan can be trusted...
Just shoot
He
this dude.
can't.
Look, he knows we'll kill him if he's lying.
Don't be stupid. He knows we'll kill him once we find the treasure. He has no incentive to tell the truth. Really, Navarro, sometimes I think you left your brains back in that slum where I found you.
I
Damn!
just need a little more time.
Chasing this treasure of yours is proving to be more trouble than it's probably worth.
Yeah, you gonna sit there and just bitch the whole time, or you gonna do some fucking work?
Eldorado is worth more than you can possibly imagine.
It had better be.
All this guy does is sit around and bitch. That's what I'm saying, locked. Like, bling, bling, bling. All everybody else is doing all the fucking footwork. The coziness between the devs and journos is a rot, but it's hard to fix. It's not that hard to fix, kind of. Well, yeah, of course it's hard to fix. Just don't pre-order games. Just wait. They're not going to be in short supply. It doesn't matter if you play it, an hour or a week from now. Just wait. The reason why game journalists are so dependent on studios is that they get early access to the games. And every game journalist wants to have the first review of the game. That's how you stay competitive in that market. That's how you get the clicks, right? The ad revenue. You have to have the first access to the game. So, in order to be competitive as a game journalist, you have to be able to release your review before the game comes out. Let's just not worry about that anymore as a culture. Let's just say, hey, play the game, let the game launch, play through it, then review it. And I'll wait until then to buy it. But people want to buy the game on day one. They got to know the review before day one. Therefore, they have to actually, the reviewers have to get a copy of the game from the publisher. To do that, they can't have pissed off the publisher. They have to be on good terms with the publisher to do that. They can't, shit on the last, 10 games they made and then hope to get another early game. That's not how that works. Got to pre-order this digital copy. What if they sell out of digital copies, says Vince? Unless it's 3D All-Stars, in which case it's digitally limited. Yeah, it's a classic. Nintendo, with the Galaxy brand levels, are shitting on consumers. Yeah. Here's the thing I find ironic about that, guys. It's not like I'm sitting here ranting and hating the whole time. Let's talk about Nintendo and how when the Amiibos were in short supply, they were like, it was Amiibos, I think, was one of the early examples. And they were like, guys, we would never intentionally limit supply to artificially increase the value of our brand. Sure, it's a very popular tactic among, designer brands and brands trying to increase their value is to artificially, create scarcity so that the name Nintendo has more, I have to buy the next thing that comes out immediately because it's sometimes a rare product. But we don't do that. We're a toy manufacturer. We're here for the people and the children. We would never intentionally manufacture something in short supply to create scarcity. It's just we didn't realize how popular it would be. And then the NES Classic came out. And again, insanely popular item with extremely limited supply. And they're like, guys, again, you misunderstand. We're here for the people, for the consumers. We're not releasing these intentionally in low supply. We really had no idea it would be so popular. We really thought that this would be enough for people, these few numbers we put out there. We really didn't want to, overspend and create all these consoles and have nobody buy them. So we made a limited supply of them and figured that'd be enough. And you really surprised us by how much demand there is. We're not trying to artificially inflate the brand's value by making it scarce. Same thing with SNES Classic came out. Guys, we apologize again. We know we've done this already with the Amiibos and the NES Classic. We really had no clue, believe it or not, that the SNES Classic would be such a huge seller. If we had known, we would have actually put more out there from the get-go so that scalpers wouldn't want to buy them all and sell them to you for 10 times as much, right? It's our bad. We apologize to Nintendo. Next time, we're going to do better. And then what? Like a year later, they're the first people to put out a wide-scale release of a digital game that's limited. And they have excuses for that, too. How about the fucking white knighting on social media, right? Now they can't even say, oh, we didn't mean to. It's digital. Of course you meant to. But there are those that are saying, oh, well, it's because they don't want to conflict with Metroid's anniversary, right? They're limiting it because they don't want to have this big promotion coming out around the same time as Metroid's anniversary. It's going to be something going on there. Motherfuckers, for one thing, let's break that down. They don't give a fuck about Metroid. When have they ever given one shit about Metroid? And two, what a stupid excuse. The reason is clear. They're fucking greedy assholes. It's not rocket science. They're assholes, they're liars, they're greedy. It's capitalism, it's business. It's business. I'm sick of the white knighting, all right? They're just they happen to be the first ones to do it. There's nothing unusual about somebody being the first one to do a terrible thing to consumers. Nobody's going to buy a Metroid game. Not buy it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Vince. What a stupid argument people are making. Like what? Because you have Mario 3D All-Stars on the shelf the same time as a Metroid game, they're not going to buy the Metroid game? That makes no fucking sense. Deadlock says here, it's some pure bullshit, and this posturing like they just don't know better is silly AF. To my knowledge, they haven't said that yet about our All-Stars. They've been tight-lipped about that. It's just, they've made no excuses for All-Stars. In their defense, which, that's better than nothing, I guess, to at least not make an excuse for it. But in the past, again, I find it very ironic that they have been accused so many times of, you know, limiting their releases to create artificial scarcity to increase their brand value. And they've denied it so vehemently every time. They've really denied it every single time. And yet here they are being, again, the first publisher to put out a major limited digital release. Thank you for the gift subs, Vince. Wow, it's 10 gift subs just now. That is super, super generous, Vince. Thank you. Even Vencabot got one. Diaper to God got one. Gray Gamer, of course, a longtime friend of the channel. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm glad you guys can sympathize with the rant. It is truly the magic of the hater stream. Just popping off. I was just talking to Matchlegs about this on Twitter. That I just really feel like gaming press and, you know, its social media presence, I just feel like it's overly forgiving. I guess I'm just an old man about it. I've been really into gaming news for a very long time. I've seen enough of it that I just can't stand when people seem to not be as pissed off as you would hope for some of this bullshit. So I guess the burden falls on me to sit here and hate on shit. Feed me with your hate, says Vince. Yeah, it's PGN, Vince. Yeah, this is Monoxide, yeah. You got took up by Vencabot. It is indeed clear. The first person, if you guys didn't know this, a little bit of the lore for you guys. The first person to ever knock me out of a tournament. My first ever tournament was Yumicon 2017, probably. And I would not have even gone to it if not for Kyo pressuring me, which was something I'm never going to let him live down. That was, you know, a life-changing experience for me. And it was so positive. And part of that experience was fighting Claire in tournament, my first ever tournament, and getting knocked out by this mysterious Hugo player. And I was like, wow. This Hugo is sick. I wanted to lock down EXE, but it was taken by some dead channel. That's interesting. But you had standalone EXE. What do you think would go sooner? To me, at least. That first tournament deadlocked indeed. Indeed it was. I was really, really nervous. I was like, wow, this Hugo player is so intimidating. Oh, look at this fucking caked ass statue, dude. I don't know, never mind. Never mind. Alright. So we're back outside again. Again, I don't know if it's because I'm, you know, been so drowsy lately or what. But I can't keep up with this game, but honestly, I'm just holding forward and running through everything. I guess I was in the catacombs just now, and now I'm out of the catacombs. Why was I there? What was the point? There was no treasure, right? We saw the bad guy in there, I guess. That was cool. Yeah, I rescind that statement, Claire. I'm forced to rescind that statement. Wee. Fucking Dark Souls. This game does look mighty good. I really wonder how much it was enhanced for PS4, if at all. If at all. Well, look at this. More than I can go. That's interesting. Very unusual. Must be a dead end right here, right? Yep. Yep, maybe not. Is there a secret route up there? Hang on. Can I climb up on this? Climb this and climb this? Oh, this is probably where I'm supposed to go, though. This game, I can't believe this game has an actual optional path. Not this game. No. So this is where I'm supposed to go. But hey, I found it pretty quick, at least. I'm surprised I found it. I'm pretty dumb most of the time. This mechanic is kind of glitched. Doesn't seem to always work correctly. It's a pretty simple idea. Go! There we go, it worked. If I got mad, good. I can't beat him anymore. Oh, you mean third strike. It's, I've had a lot of time to grind it, Vince. I've been extremely impressed with how your character's developed. Not only over the past, a couple years, but over the past few weeks. I feel like you've been going hard on Fight K2, true or false. Watching you fight Rick last night, I was like, holy fuck. Whee. Actually, I want to drop down. This is where I'm supposed to go. I want to drop down. Wait, can I climb up this thing? I can. Well, that's fun. How come I never have to do that? That'd be a fun mechanic. I wonder if I ever have to do that in the whole game. When I do, it's usually KD or Rick, huh? Well, fighting KD a lot's gonna definitely make anybody stronger. Or fucking Hee-Hee, and that dude is a lord, huh? I've heard that Hee-Hee was like a Fight K1 personality. I don't know who this guy is. I heard that he's like a Fight K1 celebrity or something. I heard people were not sure if he was even on Fight K2. What's up, Cosby? Woo, woo, woo. Is that fucking Wolf from Virtua Fighter? That's kind of what it looks like. People say he's a troll, I guess, or that people just talk about him a lot. That's all I heard about him. That people quote-unquote talk about him. I'm not sure exactly in what context. Someone said, I wonder if Fight K2's chat is all just people talking about Hee-Hee still. He just challenges me at first 10 every time I log on, fucks me up, then gives me the GG, you know? That's all you can hope for. That's Wolf X Ric Flair, huh? And the Ric Flair woo. Oh, the Wolf. Cosby, I had forgotten that you were a Virtua Fighter player. In fact, now that I say that out loud, I almost feel like I was aware of you before, as a Virtua Fighter player before anything else. This definitely feels the bargain bin Tomb Raider, huh? I have not played the new Tomb Raiders. My brother likes the new Tomb Raiders. In terms of gameplay, this is definitely, again, a real, again, to be extremely cynical, to be not very forgiving, it's a bastardization. It's a bastardization. It's something that I find grossly offensive from a game design standpoint. Someone that appreciates, gaming history. To compare this to Tomb Raider is an insult. Not just to Tomb Raider, but to gaming in general. Because, yeah, it's aesthetically similar to Tomb Raider. But they really had this idea for the game that is quite contrary to the ideals Tomb Raider had. Which was to make it a video game. Like an actual ambitious video game. Tomb Raider 2016 is Uncharted++. It's just the same game, but everything is better, huh? And then Rise perfected the game. How many have there been? But Shadow is bad, so there's been 3 of them. The reboots are 2 out of 3 good, huh? I mean the old ones, says Steve. Yeah, the old ones, I said in a previous stream that what I find fascinating about the comparison between this and old school Tomb Raider is that if those who played it will agree, right? Part of what makes Tomb Raider so special compared to games of its time and even games to this very day is that more than most games out there, although it had tank controls, as Cosby points out, those tank controls, I think, contributed positively to the experience of jumping on things. I think that, you had Super Mario 64, which is a very early 3D platform. In that game, you play as a cartoon character, and he bounces and hops, and it's very satisfying, very fun, very good game feel in that game. Tomb Raider, she's a human being. She has weight and momentum. I think the tank controls made her feel more like, like you actually had to be thoughtful how you moved her. And then in that game, man, when there was a jump to make, god damn, you had to judge the distance. You had to eyeball, you had to walk up the ledge and be like, well, how far is that? Okay, well, I'm going to walk back to here. I'm going to aim myself. I'm going to run up this far. I'm going to leap. When you leap, you have to hold on a button to make her extend her arms. She grabs that ledge. It's so satisfying. It's so satisfying. This game is the exact opposite of that. In this game, they took that thing that made Tomb Raider so special, which was the sensation of, I'm exploring this cave, and I got to actually use my athletics to navigate it, and they just made it a fucking QuickTime event. Like this, I just mash X. Everything in this game is just mashing X to climb stuff. Where in Tomb Raider, that was such a huge part of it. Was that sensation of, building up speed, making a flying leap, and hoping to God you're gonna make it because it's a hard ass jump. Pelcopy says here, you were formulating everything as you played. And exactly, there's a lot of thought in that game. I still play old Tomb Raiders sometimes for that reason. The struggle, yes, I agree. There's something very magical in that game about making a jump, any jump. I think it's kind of understated how important that is in any platformer, right? I think there's a big part of what makes a platformer good is that sensation of every jump somehow being its own thrill. You could play a game for so many hours and have played platformers, the genre, for your whole life. If a game can make you feel like jumping itself is a thrill, then they have succeeded. Where do you want me to go? Do you want me to drop down? Do you want me to just fall like a blind fall? What? Is that what you want, game? Okay. There we go. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Valve. Press X to awesome. Just a button that makes you do cool stuff. Whoa. That's a pretty cool emoji there, Hubie. Rise still has this thing where when you're climbing, you have to find the route, but it feels a lot better, and you can kind of reroute a little bit at least. Like, I wouldn't even be that mad, honestly, like, from a game design perspective, if, in this game, there were at least multiple routes. Like, of course, not every game's gonna have every moment of gameplay be thrilling, right? Like, there's times in any game, let's say I'm playing Zelda, right, and I'm just walking in Hyrule Field. All right, I'm just walking Hyrule, it's not, it's not supposed to be, like, heart-pounding action, but at least I can choose where I'm going. And this game doesn't have that. If this game had, like, a thing where I'm climbing walls automatically, but I can choose to go either here or here, that'd be a huge improvement. The fact that I can only press one button and only go one direction, that's what drives me nuts. Like, why even fucking bother? Why have me do this when it makes no difference? I'm gonna end up in the same spot no matter what. Oh, shit. Oh shit, there's just a lot of dudes down there.
Oh, don't!
Pretty cool they react to the gunshots when they're in cover like that. I hit him, but I didn't get a headshot. That was a headshot. Yeah, I think that, again, this game is aesthetically similar to Tomb Raider, in that they're both inspired by Indiana Jones and stuff. They're both about treasure hunters going through these old, dungeons and shooting guys and jumping on things and climbing and finding treasure. But to say that Tomb Raider conveys that much more effectively through the gameplay,
Well, the girl and I have been reading some of the books down here, and
that is an understatement.
looks like there's some kind of
But yeah, I've not played the new ones,
secret tower at the top of the
like
church. Can you get
Vince
there?
said. I think, from what I understand, that they are kind of like this.
All right.
They're just kind of
Give us
like
a call if you
adventure
find
shooters, but I think they're probably more refined overall, maybe a little bit deeper. God of War is the first game I remember that did that, says Steve, huh? The automatic jumping? Yeah, it pissed me off in that game, too. Not the jumping, that game has got actual platforming, but not that good, but it's not automatic, but the wall climbing, or the wall climbing is all automatic and very linear. So, like, what is the point? Why ask me to do this? It's just it's just busy work. It's generally open world, so it actually does the thing this game tries to make you feel like it's doing. That's another thing that blows my mind, Vince. Is like, somebody in my chat was like, well, it's trying to aesthetically make you feel like it's a exploration adventure. But it's like, how you could pull that off? Through, I don't know, the medium of game design, which is what we're here for. That's why we bought this game on this console with this controller. Just let me explore a fucking tomb. If you want to convey that feeling of, exploring a tomb, why not let me explore a tomb? I know it's a fucking really adventurous idea. Who would have thought of that, I suppose? Wait, have I been here before? Sure I have. But it's not unheard of, even amongst the, the genre. Going back to the 90s is not unheard of. This game is just so lazy, guys. I'm trying to control my vitriol. Trust me, I am. I'm trying to be as... I know it's not like I'm hating, and I am for sure hating. And yet, I'm trying to be as forgiving as I possibly can be, believe it or not. I could actually be way more hateful. And it's tempting. But let me at least say that I really do believe in my heart of hearts. This game was extremely unambitious. Extremely lazy. And the only reason why it's designed this way is not because they're trying to capture that movie aesthetic. It's because it was the easiest thing to do. That's why they did it this way, right? Everything from the story, to the gameplay, to the pace of the game is there to make, the developers have to make as few creative decisions as possible. Whatever would require the least patience and the least genius to do is what they did. And I don't think that's a mistake. I think that's exactly why they did it that way. There's like, let's just do the easiest possible thing. And the fact that, you know, a game like that where they had zero creativity whatsoever, and was just, you know, a game that looked really nice at the time, like graphically, and it was an exclusive, of course, had a lot of hype behind it for that reason. That was why this game is, you know, so, you know, well distributed and so, by extension, widely beloved. That's embarrassing for our culture as gamers. Let's see here. I'm kind of not a fan of how linear new games are, says Cosby. I think that linear games can be alright as long as the moment-to-moment gameplay is there. And this game is not that way, right? I think the games I find the most frustrating that are linear are the games that are, you know, they're very... I guess what I'm trying to say is that limiting the player, making the player feel, like, restricted, there's more to that than just the story being linear, right? There's more to that than just, you know, going from level 1 to level 2 unnecessarily. Right? If you go back to the classic games of the 90s, right? They were always, you know, start level 1, next to level 2, next to level 3, right? They're very linear in that respect. But that gameplay, the second gameplay, it offers you so much agency. You have so much power that you forget that it's linear because the actual gameplay is, in the most abstract sense, non-linear. Sure, the progression is linear, but the gameplay itself is not linear. And this game is not that way. In this game, the gameplay itself is profoundly linear. There's not, you really can't do anything. I think it was, I forget who it was, it might have been Hubie in the chat the other day that really put it best. I couldn't put it better myself. This game takes away your agency, right? You have no choice in anything. You just do what it asks you to do. And it's not that involved, what it asks you to do in the first place. Ugh. At least in God of War, you actually had to fight the enemies first to get the QTE. Oh, no, I think what Steve's talking about, oh, he's talking about QTEs? Oh, the press X to awesome. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was referring to the platforming. But yeah, I agree with Brian in that respect. As you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of God of War either. But I think that the argument that the quick time events in that game are like part of what makes it not as good, I think that's sort of unfair. They're very simply a reward for the player for doing a task correctly. I think they're a suitable reward as well. I think it's kind of lame. You have to like mash buttons and shit like that. I think it's not. I think I can see that where the, you know, the criticism comes from in that respect, the cynicism, that it's sort of a way to. It's kind of insulting, right? It's kind of like treating you like a little baby. Just like, oh, press this button a bunch and then something cool will happen, compared to actual in-depth gameplay. You might as well have just, you know, if you want to give me a little rewarding cutscene for doing the thing correctly, you just have me press one button, like do an insta kill, like in Ninja Gaiden or whatever, right? Where you just take off a limb and they press a button to kill them instantly, and have like a little cutscene play out. But overall, I think that the quick time event aspect of it is not, you know, it's not necessarily a terrible thing. I do think, though, that the impact it had on the industry was overall a terrible thing. It was sort of like the fact that players latched onto that in such a way created a space in our industry that's been haunting us ever since. Shenmue had to get quick time events. Yeah, I believe that when Shenmue came out, the first Shenmue, that's what the Game & Press was really focused on, right? I think that was like the first game to have quick time. I'm sure there was some before that were less notable or less, you know, not utilized as such a central part of the gameplay. But I do remember Shenmue being like, this is the game that has the QuickTime events. That's Wikipedia credits the coinage of QuickTime events too as Shenmue. Wasn't RE3 sooner than Shenmue? That game had QTEs, huh? It must have been, right? PS1 era versus the Dreamcast? What kind of QTEs did it have, Claire? Maybe like when you're running from Nemesis or whatever? What do you want from me, game? I'm gonna go over there? No, probably want to climb this, probably, right? I hope so. If so, it's the first time I've ever had to do this. That's kind of nice. I mentioned earlier that this game hasn't really had a part yet where I had to climb a vine.
He's here.
Who's here? Me? Oh, nice move. Wow, that guy was a fucking boss. He started his own game. There's some battle that's relatively primitive. Well, still, that's, the idea is there, right? You have to hit a button when you're prompted to fulfill an action sequence. That's probably what a QuickTime, you would define that as a QuickTime event, right? There's a cinematic action sequence that itself is not, you know, comparable to typical gameplay, but you're prompted to hit a button at the right time to complete it. So it's almost like it's gameplay. Kind of like, how about Dragon's Lair? That'd be the first QuickTime event, right? That's exactly what that game is.
That's gotta be it.
A sequence of QuickTime events. Right? It's not a rhythm game per se. It's just a game where you have to do, you're prompted to do a thing, You press the right thing at the right time, and it completes the action sequence. Every RE game is on sale right now. Huh? On what platform, Faust? I think what makes Dragon Lair not considered to be QuickTime events, though, is that is the entirety of the gameplay. I think maybe to talk about QuickTime events, you have to consider perhaps that they have to be an exception. What do you want from me? PC for sure, huh? Are they any good on PC? This is a little reminder. It's even more brutal because they don't allow you to show you which direction to press. Yeah. Which is, again, that's not really very QuickTime-ish, come to think of it. Yeah, I think a QuickTime event, if we're defining it, it would need to be an on-screen prompt that tells you how to do a little action sequence, again, as an escape from the normal gameplay. Oh, so I'm going to go over there, I guess? All right. They're all solid. I'm happy to hear that, Clear. Because you guys know I'm trying to get some RE in my life in the near future. So, I've been very critical, to the very least, of this game, but I want to point out one area of this game, if I wouldn't call it necessarily like a success or a stroke of genius, I would call it, at the very least, gameplay. And I think it's worth noting here, as someone's a student of game design, is that there is a game feel insofar as when you stand at a ledge and you say, okay, where do I jump to? That is a thing in this game. Right, that is the thing where you have to look at where you want to find it, and it's kind of rewarding when you find it, but it's sort of undermined by the fact that in this game, the environment is sometimes not very clear on what you can and cannot jump on. But it's kind of like a puzzle element sometimes. You have to figure out where to jump. That's my favorite part of the platforming in this game. And it's not really that common. It's sort of rare in this game. It's like once every few hours you have a section like that. But there is that feeling of like, oh, I can jump there. I did something smart. I found where to jump. I found a place I can jump to. I can jump there. But I wish that that was more common. If so, it wouldn't be as annoying as it is. I've never played RE in my life, Claire. I've never played one single Resident Evil game, believe it or not. I know it sounds crazy for a guy like me, but I do want to try them someday. After playing, there's no way he's gonna make that jump, but he is, right? This is what I hate about this game, is the fact that the jump distance is totally not fixed. It's a not fixed jump distance, and you can never really tell if he's gonna make it or not. But in this case, I would have to say no, right? But I feel like he will. But no, it's going to be a puzzle to solve. Let's try it. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. I thought after I was going to fall off there, I have to find out how to solve a puzzle. Like how to get a bridge there or something. Wow. That's stupid as fuck. Press F player specs, huh? Halloween's coming up, says Steve. Yeah, guys, speaking of Halloween, those of you who are in our anime club or want to join, are you guys down to watch Vampire Hunter D for an October event? I'm thinking about trying to run some like spooky anime films for October. And I thought that'd be kind of a good one to check out. Air Jordan, unfucking believable. Yeah, there's that thing that I hate about this game, like in terms of the lack of agency, is that feeling you have where it's as though Drake is not under your control as a player, and you have to say to yourself, can Drake make this jump? Right? Whereas other games, it feels more like, as a player, it's your job to make that jump. I think in any game where you have that disconnect between the player and their avatar, it's sort of not a great thing. It's sort of a pretty big problem. This game has that in spades. So many times you're just like, I'm gonna hit this button and hope Drake does something intelligent because I have no clue what he's gonna do. He just does his own shit. That aspect of never knowing how far he's gonna be able to make his jump and just kind of hoping he's gonna go for it and reach. Like right here, for instance, I would like to check out this key over there. But I have to make this jump. See that jump right there? And it's fair to say he's not going to make that jump, right? You would think that. But in some areas in the game, not all of them, of course, because it has to be pre-programmed by the developers to have the certain spots like line up. Like he has to have like a jump off and a jump receive point for it to do this little animation correctly. There have been parts where he's made jumps that are comparable to that. But I don't think I'm going to make that. I'm going to assume I can't. But I'd like to just jump over there and do that. Oh, I can jump over to there. But here's another situation, right? Let's talk about this. Can I grab onto that little ledge right there? That lip on that pillar? I guess probably, right? And then I can shimmy over there and shimmy over there and then get over to that key. I'm gonna hope that I can. But if I wouldn't be surprised if he just drops here. Oh, there we go. Okay, he made it. Someone say 0 to 5 plays itself, huh? Yeah, Kaz, as long as we're talking, game design and criticism, I think that's fair to say that that's an example of, the player having their agency taken away, right? And it is in 0 to 5. Not that I would say it's quite as compared, but this game really is profoundly dumb. Like, it's extremely dumb. As dumb as 5 could possibly be, I can't imagine it could be as dumb as this game. At least there is some gameplay in 5. But I do think that a lot of players criticize 5 for being very linear, right? Like, oh, where I guess I can jump over there, I guess. Can't really see where I'm going. Oh, what the fuck? Why didn't I not jump to that little wood platform? Where the fuck I am? I guess what I understand is that from what I understand, 5, like the actual tactics going on in your head as a player, they're extremely linear, right? It's not there's not a lot of creativity in it. Splat. You guys know what I'm trying to jump to, right? I was trying to jump to that wooden little thing there, but I guess maybe the camera angle, which is fixed by the way, couldn't change the camera angle there. I think maybe it wasn't where I thought it was, that board. Or maybe just a simple little glitch, which wouldn't be the first time. Sometimes, because his jump is, again, it's like pre-programmed where he goes, it's not actually like a mechanic. Sometimes the game will just not interpret it like, I'll be like 1 pixel off from where he's supposed to jump from, and he sort of just dies. Yeah, rest well, Steve. Sleep well, homie. Glad you can come by and hang out for a little while. Always a pleasure to see you. Guten Gith. Guten Gith to the Ghost of Dick Sucker, yeah. Okay, so I want to go this way. I mean, I just want to try and make that jump. So yeah, so that's why I tried to jump for that fucking platform. How come we didn't land on it? Is that not what I'm supposed to do? Oh, is that a lip up there on top? I just wanted to jump from there to there, but instead he went like a flying leap right over it and fell down to his death. But maybe I'm supposed to jump to that lip. I have no idea. I think it just glitched out. I think I did the right thing. It just didn't want him to jump to that spot at that time. Okay. Oh! Oh, can I shimmy around it? Well, no, it's right there. Why did he go flying? Just jump over there. Fuck. Also, why did the camera not fix that time? What the fuck did I do wrong last time? That's bizarre. That's really bizarre. Oh, there's nothing over here? What? This is... Oh, I want to grab onto this and yank it down, looks like. There we go. Okay, that's half what I gotta do. Now what do you want from me? Can I just shortcut or I have to go all the way back around? Okay. That's so weird. Imagine platforming, dude. Well, in their defense, Vince, it is sort of unheard of to have jumping in a game of this, of this nature. They had nothing to go on designing this game. They're kind of pioneers in that respect. Making a game where a guy jumps on stuff. They had to really, use their imaginations. Take it with you. You never know when you might need an oversized key. That's very true, Steve. Just ask any, 19-year-old white girl. Because trust me, in my experience, they've got a big novelty key. What's up, Katie? Katie, true or false? Do 19-year-old white girls have giant novelty keys? I would say yes. Katie's like, true. This is confirmed. You just go to fucking Bed Bath & Beyond. Go to, any place that sells kitschy home decor, and you're gonna find these big keys. They might be gold. More than likely, they're like, fake iron. But they're out there, guys. Trust me on that. They're out there. How's your day been, Katie? Okay. So I can get up there now somehow. What do you want from me, game? I want to get up there. I don't want to drop down there. I think I'm going to die if I do that. I got to find a way to get over there. Can I climb on this? I can. Okay, but now what? He's gonna drag. Is that a fucking thing hanging there? Is that a chain? Looks like it might be a chain, huh? Well, just jump for it, dude. Jump for it. I can grab onto that thing, looks like. Well, if I were to run here, and then grab this. There you go. Wow, I'm really lucky there. Had a great dinner and watched an old movie Remy and I hadn't seen since we were teenagers. What was it called? But holy shit, was that movie way heavier than we remembered it, huh? Hit you in the feels? Sympathy for Lady Vengeance. I have never even heard of this film, Katie. Want to talk about it? Sympathy for Lady Vengeance. It sounds kind of sick.
Huh.
Why so, huh? Huh. Who in the chat knows about this movie? So Vince knows it. That movie rules, he says. What year did it come out?
Well, hello there.
What are you talking about, Drake? What am I trying to accomplish?
You're kidding. Hey, Sully.
I'm here.
Remember Roman and Navarro? That red herring you sent them on to get them out of the way?
Yeah?
Well, they're sitting right on top of the treasure vault.
Oh, of all the goddamn luck.
Look, I'm gonna need a diversion to get them out of there.
You got it, kid. One diversion. Coming right up.
And Sully,
Yeah.
once they're gone, meet me in the mausoleum. But come through the catacombs. It's safer that way.
Gotcha.
Now I've just got to get past all these goons without getting noticed.
What? Want me to stealth? That's not a mechanic in this game, guys. It's a Korean film as part of the Vengeance trilogy by Park Chan-wook. I watched the whole trilogy with a friend in one sitting, so they kind of blend together, huh? But they were all good. The more well-known film in the trilogy is Old Boy. I think I actually might have heard of that one, maybe. But Lady Vengeance is leagues better. And also sort of traumatizing, huh? I should check it out. You want me to stealth now? What the hell does that even mean in this game? There's no stealth mechanic in this game. What do you want from me? Why can't I just shoot them all? Is that my fucking normal way of going about things? Like, why now? Why does stealth matter now? I gotta be tripping.
Sullivan has escaped. Spread out. Find him.
Who cares? Oh, this one may shoot them all. Okay, good. About to say. But I'll send you a link if you want to cry later, huh? You guys know me. I'm always down to cry. That's part of my problem, dude. Part of my emotional problem. I get into way too much fucking emotionally heavy shit. And I'm like, why am I such a mess? I like that meme with fucking, oh shit. The guy all getting shot up on the couch. Oh, god damn, this is not gonna end well. Oh, man. These boys are strafing, dude. Uh-oh. I gotta break this guy's line of sight.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Can't see shit. My aim is fucking godlike, dude. It's just amazing to me how many shots I fire. Was he still alive? There you go. I got plenty of ammo, though. Somebody down there or not? Yes. Nyar! Oh shit, I heard a voice over there. That was not a headshot, but okay. I see you. I'm sure he sees me. Ouch! My aim is amazing. I lost track of this dude. Where's fucking Grenades Mackenzie? Oh, he's still alive. Where you at, bro? This pistol is so overpowered, dude. I love it. It really simplifies the game. Peek your head out, bro. Probably want me to strafe a little bit, huh? Strafing. God damn this tree. I should just do that fence. I can. I think he's dead. Oh, thank you, Claire. Not sure why it froze. Let me see if I can fix this. Let's see here. She did that last night too for some reason. Fucking Twitch. Let's refresh this. Let me catch up with you guys here. What did I miss? That's probably fine. I missed a boat on this conversation when getting a snack, but if any of y'all like Old Boy, watch I Saw the Devil by Kim Ji-woon. So good, says Claire. What's up, Majin? I Saw the Devil is good, says Katie, but in a different way. Almost 2 hours long, but it's honestly one of my favorite movies. The directing is insanely good, and the soundtrack is perfect for setting the atmosphere in the film. Make me very curious, Katie. Make me very curious. Look in the chat. It's frozen on screen once again. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, the chat should be fixed by now. Look, Remy. It's nice to have some super rated G Uncharted gameplay after that darkness, huh? This game is mad rated G, dude. It's mad rated G. I heard you got traumatized, Remy. If you guys feel better, Lozanos, I'm gonna address you guys both with this. The news came out today that Mod Record is getting its date for closure pushed back by 1 month. So it's gonna be closed now on October 30th. So there's a lot more time for you guys to both get sucked in. I know Katie's excited about that. Especially Remy, though, of course. So Remy saw that, and I was so excited. Yeah, I'm so drowsy. It's hard for me to be that excited yet. I mentioned that earlier in the stream that I really am so tired. I haven't really fully processed it yet, but I can appreciate that I'm going to have much less grinding to do, thankfully. I'm going to be able to slow down and get some rest tonight is my plan. I'm going to get some rest tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to figure out what the hell that actually means for my archival project. My expectation is I'm going to be able to slow down to like 2 hours a night instead of like 5 hours a night of archival. Like on average. I'm probably averaging closer to 6 hours a night, but I'm looking forward to actually getting some rest in the near future. Yeah, it was kind of a double-edged sword, Remy. It was like, it sucks that I've been going this hard and expecting it to go offline, and now that date's been pushed back, I didn't have to go as hard as I did. But on the other hand, it does mean it's going to make October a lot more leisurely for me. With the remainder of this month, for instance, I'm gonna have time to sleep for the next 2 weeks. My plan was to not sleep at all for the next 2 weeks, basically. So I'm really excited to hear that I'm gonna actually have some time to rest. Going horde in the paint. Yeah, it's been crazy. Last night's kind of ironic. Last night was one of my hardest grinds yet. Not because it was the longest session. It really wasn't. It was a 6-hour session, which for me that's pretty average for what I've been doing lately. But it was kind of heartbreaking because I found, much to my horror, that the Magical Girl stories are going to take longer than I expected to do individually. So I've got about 30 hours minimum left of just the Magical Girl stories. I was kind of expecting to have to go extremely hard and maybe even take more time off next week. But with this news this morning, I can now actually not take any days off next week. I can actually stream all next week and actually get some sleep and also do Magic Records. So the only real downside is that I was kind of looking forward to having October to myself now. My plan was to, finish this and be like, I'm done by October. Just kind of wash my hands of it. But now I'm looking more like I'm going to probably slow down here in September and then kind of drag it out at least into the middle of October. But I think it's more important for my physical health. I'm going to have more time to sleep, so that's going to be probably for the best. What are your thoughts about the Nintendo Direct Mini? I have no idea what you're talking about, Majin. Why don't you explain to me? Why don't you give me the breakdown? I think I heard it was a thing that existed. I got an email from them saying there's like a Direct Mini. But I didn't watch it. And if you did, I'd be curious to hear what all was announced. Yeah, I'm psyched though, guys. Really, again, I'm so tired I haven't really been able to appreciate it yet. It hasn't really like washed over me. But my plan for tonight for sure is to just do the bare minimum of Magic Record and then pass out and then I'll decide how I feel tomorrow. But there's so many hours you were logging and like, poor bastard. Yeah, somebody already made that joke in the chat. That's kind of what I thought too, honestly, Katie. I was like, what if they see in their analytics, Katie, that there's like a bunch of people going like 10 hours straight? And they're like, oh, fuck. That ain't right. That ain't good. So much for being over it before you know it. Yeah, exactly, yeah, Remy. Gives me more time to process it emotionally as well. But also, I've more or less completed that already after about a week and a half. But I'm much more excited about the physical aspect. Like, I've processed it more or less emotionally. I was prepared for it to kind of go offline. I accepted that, there's no way I could change that and that I had to kind of get over it. Ow. But the aspect of like the lack of sleep, I was kind of ruining. I was straight ruining the fact that I was going to probably not get any sleep for the next 2 weeks. Because it's been very hard the last 2 weeks. But now I can really slow down the pace and it's going to be really great. You son of a gun! I'm out of ammo? Oh, that's not good. It was a direct of 15 minutes. They announced a new Monster Hunter game and other indie games into Ori for Switch. Oh, I thought Ori was already announced for Switch. I'm not even sure who's hitting me. It's kind of the thing I hate about this game is the fact that there's no like ring that shows you where you're getting shot from. There's a guy behind me the whole time. Please, Lord, don't respawn them all. Oh no. Fuck. When I started to read the announcement, I thought they decided to not cancel it. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I was like, whoa! And I was like, dude, relax, relax, keep reading. I made a big deal about it, and Katie was like, no, let me read the rest of it. Yeah, I read it, and I was like, whoa! And I was like, oh. Then I was like, whoa! It was like a roller coaster. At first, it was like, whoa! And then it was like, nah. Then it was like, whoa. Also, it's kind of cool, as part of the announcement, they announced this new app, I guess. They're calling it Magia Gallery, which at least means that you're going to have access to all the girls after the fact, which is kind of nice. So even though your account's going to be dead, essentially, you're not going to be able to play anymore, you'll have access to at least, I'm not sure what they mean, they haven't really clarified that. I wonder if, you would think that you probably can't play the stories, right? You have to connect to the server for that. But you can probably look at all the lore and stuff on their page. Oh, I should have died right there. So that's better than, I guess, having no access to your account at all anymore. But also kind of maybe not as crucial as I think it is. I think it was a way to kind of placate the fans. But I think that it's sort of, you know, sort of a...
Okay.
Maybe a poorly thought out measure in the respect that seeing your collection of characters is not going to really be that great when you can't get any more. It's almost kind of like a slap in the face, really, to be able to look at your incomplete roster and not be able to level them up anymore or collect any new characters. You must use a sniper rifle. I don't really see why. But I should have used it in the last part, Brian, maybe. You know, the part where I spawn them in again. This gun is just like a sniper rifle, but better. In the sense that I can track faster and I have a wider FOV. It has no less accuracy than the sniper does. Sniper kills them in one hit, but so does this gun effectively. But I think you're right. I should do Brian for the next part. They have like shotguns and shit. I don't know. My thing about the sniper rifle is that it is free ammo, but I've got plenty of ammo for now. Hello? I hate the sniper rifle that it narrows your FOV so much. In this game already, I mentioned last time I died, it's hard to tell where you're getting shot from. Like I could be like right next to a guy and not know who's shooting me. With the sniper rifle, it's like I don't want to be able to not see anything. That's kind of scary to think somebody might be running up on me while I do that. In fact, I wish I had a shotgun for this next part. How do they ain't dropping guns? Oh, they are. They're already full on that kind of ammo. What I would like would be like a shotgun for this part. Maybe I should just not run. Last time I ran, I got flanked. Maybe I should just use this rifle and try to control the space here. This is what it's for. I think I got flanked a little bit there. This is a pretty good spot. Staircase. I mean, they can't get behind me, right?
Oh, how's that feel?
This is a pretty good spot. Boop. What's a third-person shooter from this era you actually like? From this era, definitely the Evil Within. But I'm not really into shooting games in general, Claire. It's part of my thing, is I'm not really a shooting game player. That's why when you hear me say things like, you know, oh, I don't know how to use this gun, I don't know how to throw grenades, don't know how to do very fundamental things that people that are more familiar with the genre might take for granted. It's because this is like my first game in this style of play. There are things I'm not really comfortable with because I'm so new to it. But yeah, I'm not really a shooting game player in general, let alone third person. Again, there's The Last of Us, The Evil Within, which is a game that I really love, both it and its sequel. And they're third-person shooters, kind of. No, Maj, I'm not going to 100% this game. Only, I mentioned before, I'll only go for the 100% if I beat the game, I'm missing like 2 treasures, and they tell me what chapter they're on with chapter select. So, Spider Monkey, not using NADs? What's NADs? You guys want to show me your NADs? Like, what's a NAD? I just see a NAD to know what it is. Here's some treasure. Yeah, I almost feel like the last time I played, I got 100%. And the only way I could have done that, I think, it would be if when you beat the game, it tells you what chapters have treasure, and then I can go to those chapters immediately. But if I can't do that, then I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna play the whole game again to get all the treasure. Evil Within was sick. I wish I liked it more, but I got eternal love for Shinji Mikami projects, of course. Yeah, that's kind of makes me want to play Resident Evil, Claire. I played that game before any Resident Evil game, and I loved it so much. I was like, I gotta play some Resident Evil games now. See how they compare. Oh, grenades. I got the nades. I'm sorry, Spider Monkey. Yeah, I don't really use the nades. I have to do this. I have to do this number. And I just feel kind of vulnerable. I feel like I'd just rather just do this. It seems easier to just do this. I can go in there, I guess. I can't run for now for some reason. Is that a bug? If I got too close to the door? Drake, please start running when I get far enough away from here. Go. Go! No, I glitched it out. It's glitched. I was too close to the door. Now he won't run. Click. I'm in like cutscene mode. I can't grab fucking loot either for the same reason. I'm in cutscene mode now. Man. There better not be any fucking treasure back here. That's fucking bullshit. This game sucks. If you like Evil Within, try RE4. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of my intention. I think I want to play RE1, 2, and 3 first. It's the most similar. That's what I've heard, Claire. That it's very similar to Evil Within in that respect, and then much more so than classic games. But I'm open-minded to see what the classics are like too. I kind of want to play them. I think I want to play like the old school PS1 versions, and then get to 4, and then maybe start playing the remakes and stuff at some point. But I'm excited to try it. It's hard to make time. I have so many games I want to play on the stream. Yeah, I remember Drake's fucking tired. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. I ain't gonna pick up no more guns either. That shit involved bending down. There better not be no fucking treasure up top of this thing. I can't jump to it on top of it anymore. Son of a bitch. What an annoying bug. Yeah, I approached the door too close. Now I can't do anything. I'm like in cutscene mode. Alright. Hope I can open this again. There we go. About to say. I recommend the classics and remakes, of course.
Hey.
I've heard some people say that it's not worth playing the classics.
So what's next?
I don't know.
It's because the remakes exist, but I'm just kind of I prefer the retro feel.
This is definitely the right place, though. Wait a second. It's something to do with these symbols.
Oh, puzzles, symbols. Feel free to take your time getting to them. Yeah, I forgot it was kind of fancy playing them in October, for being a spooky month and all, but it's already almost October. I don't think I want to pause my long plays to play them, but I mean, maybe, honestly, who knows? I mean, by then we'll be finished with Uncharted, probably. Who knows where we'll be in Zelda.
Roman and Navarro really tore this place up.
What do we got? Oh, I can't look at my milk. Here we go. Alright, what do we got here? Symbols. A bunch of them. Goblet. Arrows. A book. An anchor. Crown, snake, and seashell. Well, it's not a great hint. That's a good thing. Sometimes this game really just gives you the answer. It told me what the shapes were, but nothing really about them. Snake, clam,
Sure, in the right
crown. Is that a goblet? I think it's a goblet. Book. And keys. But the keys were not in the book, were they? Or were they? Oh, that's the arrows. It's a different feel. Based on what I know about your taste, I think you'd like the classics better, at least as far as RE2 and 3. I'm kind of confused. I'm not saying confused, but kind of surprised by that. I kind of thought they were more similar. Claire, you think they're really that different? I guess my thing was that I like retro games a lot. I like looking at games' history. So to me, it's kind of fascinating to look at a game with its original tank controls and original graphics and stuff. I think I more than stomach it. And so my plan was to kind of play that and then see where the franchise, how the remakes kind of turned out. That being said, I assumed that they were mostly the same, just different graphics. Maintains a lot of what I love so much about the classics. Huh? RE1 remake is goated. Yeah, I think I had heard that RE2 and RE3 remake were kind of different from the original, especially RE3. It was very different from the original one, right? Well, let's just hold this button down. What do you want from me? Rotate stuff? Oh, okay. So let's rotate the other way then. So what are these upside down then? Seashell should be facing down. Snake is facing left. Arrows are facing up. That's what I want me to fix. So where's the arrows at? Can I zoom in on this? I think those are facing down. We gotta face them up. Yes. Okay. book is correct, I believe. Goblet, kind of hard to tell. Crown is good. Snake needs to be facing left. Like so. And the shell has to be facing down. This might do it. If not, might be time for its goblet. Okay, that's good enough. RE2 and 3 remakes are way more different from their predecessors than RE1 remake. A lot of new ideas, huh?
Looks like we're in business.
Yeah.
What do you think about RE7, Claire? That game looked really dope to me. I've watched so many playthroughs of it by now, but I watched my friends play it. I feel like a lot of the thrill would be lost on me. I know it's very different, of course, to being a first-person game and all.
I don't know. Could be a
But
dead
still,
end.
pretty cool.
Wait. It looks like there might be a passage this way.
Oh shit.
What the hell's that?
Sully, get out of there.
Huh?
It's a trap! Sullivan, are you okay? Sully!
Yeah, fine. Still in one piece. You knocked me on my ass, though.
Yeah, well, you better get back to the library. We're gonna have to find another way out of here.
Well, why would there be another way out? You're stuck in there, right? That's the whole point of the trap.
Well, there's no
Never
way
played
but
7. I've
forward.
watched long plays and speedruns, and it's
Yeah.
just never grabbed me, huh? Yeah, it's a very different game, it seems. I can see why if you're a fan of the classics, it wouldn't necessarily appeal to you the same way at all. Well, there's no enemies in here, right? I'll play it one day, it's just not high on my list. What is high on your list, Claire? What's the next game's on your agenda? That's true, I want to said all of you guys in the chat. What are you guys playing? You guys know me. I want to play Mega Man Battle Network soon. And of course, Uncharted 2 is probably our next long play in this time slot. I wish I had time to play Disgaea. I want to play Zettai Hero Project as well, since I've been watching KD's Disgaea stream. Maybe want to play some Zettai Hero or some other Nippon Ichi software kind of game. It's coming on my mind lately, huh? Hades and Ghost of Tsushima, huh? What the hell's Hades, Cosby?
What is this place?
Indeed. Looks like a lot of
Really
platforming.
elaborate way to hide the damn treasure.
Yeah, I'll say. This is pretty fucking involved. There's a lot of cover, too. Like, I'm going to shoot some people here. There going to be guys that show up? I've never heard of Hades. I've heard of Ghost of Tsushima. I watched my friend play it. It looked something I wouldn't be into at all, to the very least. It looked pretty fucking boring. But there are those that are really into it. I assume that Cosby might be one of those guys that really loves it. I'm kind of undecided on our future long plays, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. We have so much time left in
There
Zelda.
are Roman numerals on the corner of Drake's map. This has got to mean something.
2, 4, 7. Okay. It's a roguelike, but super involved. In what ways is it involved? Even don't mind my asking, Cosby. You guys know me. I like to interrogate people. All Zelda games are good, huh? It's probably fair to say. There are those that would argue that Zelda 2 is not that good. My friend Brian is in love with it. Oh, there's a 1 there. Oh, they're marked. These pathways are marked. That's kind of cool. I think that for its time, Zelda 2 was probably not terrible. I respect it for what it was in its era. I think it's probably held up the least well of all of them. But yeah, I think it's a franchise that doesn't have a bad game in it, not including the CDI games. Spider says here, I thought I was the only person to thought Ghost of Tsushima looked boring AF, like Dark Souls. Oh my god, Spider Monkey. I love Dark Souls, Spider Monkey. But yeah, to me, the gameplay just didn't look that exciting. I've heard some reviews saying that the gameplay is also kind of restrictive. More of a story-based game, but the gameplay feels super fluid. Huh? There's something to be said for that. Have a fluid game feel. Sometimes it's all you need, even if it's not that, interesting or exciting. If the game feel is there and it's something like a unique experience, maybe it feels kind of meditative, that could be kind of cool. So there's the 2. Okay. Gotta play on the one-touch death mode. It's required. Makes it more exciting, huh?
I'll stay here and keep a lookout while you figure out how we're gonna get across.
This is a really cool area. It's actually massive and it seems to have a lot going on, which is kind of unusual in this game. Almost feels like it's like I actually explore and find cool stuff. So this is like a maze. And the numbers give me like the route. That's a dope. Some cool hand. Sup, doinks? Cool Hand? I was thinking about you last night for some reason. What was it about? I'm trying to remember. What was I going to say to Cool Hand? I forgot what it was. 46 out of 60 is, I see that's going well, says Free Bench, huh? Yes, yeah, we're doing okay on treasure. This is my allure, I'm sure. Something in regard to something we discussed recently. I forgot what it was. In any case, welcome aboard, man. It's gonna drive me nuts if I can think of it. I'll think of it later, Cool Hand. Good evening, part 2, J-Bum. Welcome back. Why wouldn't you be thinking of Cool Hand at night in bed? I wasn't in bed. It was when I was in Discord. We were discussing Twitter's player, but it wasn't regarding that. I was in Discord at the time. I think to myself, once Cool Hand's on the stream, I'm gonna mention blank to him. So here's the 2. Let me go over there first. I want to look around. I want to explore this whole place. Agapath Traveler, sick, and Yakuza series are high on my list of games I want to long play. For fighting games, I want to learn Tekken 7, sick, and get back into Guilty Gear. Maybe the new one, or you're going to go back and play Xrd. For speedruns, I want to learn Silent Hill 3 and Fatal Frame, and for chill gameplay, I want to try Mario Tennis Aces. That game is so good. You got a Switch kind of recently, right, Claire? I remember there was a big deal on Twitter about you getting a Switch. That game is so good, Claire. Fucking Mario Tennis Aces. And that new Hyrule Warriors, because I'm a total sucker for Koei Musou games. There are those that love them, those that hate them. I love them by extension of my brother loving them. I've never played them myself. But I haven't watched him play Musou for like 100,000 hours. I can tell you guys that I can see why people hate them. That's so stupid, dude. That's so stupid. Why didn't he jump across? Why the baby jump? Xrd, I'm not interested in Strive, to be honest, really. I wonder why that is. I've heard that it's going to be a pretty big departure. It's going to be a very much simpler game. I was chatting with some random chumps with J-Bomb. Yeah, it was 3 Venge and J-Bomb.
Lost.
So why do they look amazing, Cool Hand? I've heard nothing but negative things about it. I haven't heard a lot about it. I'm not really in with the Nintendo fanboys, like the community. But what I've heard about it is that it looks like Hyrule Warriors, but like with a much smaller roster. People are very concerned that because it's... Can I jump to that? I can. I couldn't jump... Well, whatever. People are concerned that it's... Because it's going to be based on Breath of the Wild, it's going to have a very small roster. What do you guys think about that? Is that true or is that false? Maybe there's been, because I heard that from our not like actual fans and didn't realize that it's going to have a much larger roster than just Breath of the Wild characters. I got you, Deadlock, so you don't want to play the a simplified version of Guilty Gear. To me, it's kind of appealing for 2 reasons. I hate to say it. Hate to be that guy. But when someone says to me, a Guilty Gear but simplified, my thought is, I don't play Guilty Gear. And a big part of that is that I'm not into anime fighters. I look for more like neutral and less like air dashing and, big long normal canceling strings. And when I hear it's going to be simplified, I'm like, does that mean it's going to be more like Street Fighter? If so, I could try it. And I hate to say that because I know that the actual fan base are like, fuck, they're making it more accessible for all these fucking noobs. I want my Guilty Gear, dude. But I'm thinking to myself, Guilty Gear, more like Street Fighter, perhaps. Maybe I could try it. Maybe me being a noob, I could get into it. That's the whole point. That's why they make things more accessible in the first place, right? I like Guilty Gear because it rewards execution and layered decision making. Yes, for me, execution is something I don't like. That's why I don't play any anime games. Or Marvel. Is the idea of like the big combos. You have to kind of like, gotta lab it out for a very long time. And I'd much rather just hit one button and get my damage. Is that a concern? I was actually interested in this one because it seems like it has a great plot. That's what I've heard from more than one source. I guess, Musou games, they're very well known for having large rosters. That's part of the fun of a Musou game, is having a large roster. And of course, Hyrule Warriors had characters from all across the Zelda mythology. I don't know what the plot was of it, but it seemed like it had a lot of characters from pretty much every Zelda game. And so for them to come out and say, we're making a new Musou Zelda, it's going to have only Breath of the Wild characters, people are like, what? How many characters are there? There's like the heroes that you have to rescue. There's Zelda, of course. There's Link. Who else is in that game? And it's kind of become a concern. But I'm sure they're going to do a good job with it. I can understand the concern, though. An important caveat is that I wasn't into Warriors games until recently, but the new Breath of the Wild knockoff gives one backstory I care about. There you go. Gameplay I enjoy. So a small roster doesn't really bother me. All right, that makes sense, Cool Hand. Yeah, that makes sense to me. You're not, your expectations are different, right? And that's kind of what 3 Bench said, too. It's got a cool plot, looks like. Which is fair. I'm just letting you guys know what I hear. You guys might be more in the know than I am. But for all I know, somebody could tell me, well, dude, they recently announced they're gonna have characters from all the Zeldas. Just the first promo only had the Breath of the Wild characters, right? Maybe they're gonna be unlockable. You can unlock the characters from the Zelda games in the end, post game. They might not be in the main plot, but they'll be in post game or whatever. But yeah, I've heard people say that they're kind of concerned it's gonna have a. Did you just trip? Oh no, it's a glitch. Wow, this game is actually ass. This game is fucking ass. All right, so. Let's keep exploring here a little bit. Definitely, the first Zelda plot I give a shit about was Breath of the Wild. Really. Well, I assume you haven't played Majora's Mask. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But I kind of feel the same way. They're not really plot-centered games. But here's my reason I'm shocked by that cool hand is not because they're mostly not plot-centered games, but also because I've watched Breath of the Wild to an extent, like quite a few hours, and to me it didn't seem that plot-centric. Like, out of curiosity, what about the plot do you find interesting? Because I kind of assumed from watching it, it was just like any Zelda game. There's not a lot of plot focus at all. I thought the first game was okay since Revenge. I haven't been into Musou games since maybe Dynasty Warriors 3, huh? My brother loves them. He pretty much buys all of them when they come out, and they always tell me it's not as good as the last one. That's what he always says. They're declining in quality. I'm lost now. It's supposed to be a maze here. It's doing a good job at being a maze. I know where I'm supposed to go, but I want to try and find treasure and shit, so I want to like explore everything. But the problem with that is I'm not sure where I've been, where I haven't been. It's kind of a problem. Speaking of Zelda plots, I want to learn both Wind Waker speedruns too. Fuck a plot, I'll just super swim everywhere, huh? Super swim, is that a thing? Is that a glitch? Do you not need the boat? Is it faster to just swim around? I loved Wind Waker. Never actually beat it. Watched my friend beat it though. So, I don't think I make that jump, or I mean, who knows? Maybe I could, but I don't think I have to anyway. This environment, well, I'm getting stuck on everything, dude. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, so over there I've already been. One or two for me, with Twilight Princess as 3 Venture. Those two are your favorites. I never played Twilight Princess. I played it a little bit and couldn't stand the waggling. Like, it really turned me off in such a major way, I couldn't continue. I played that game until you turn into a wolf. They're like, now you gotta waggle the wand to kill the enemies. And there's like 3 guys show up like a tutorial, right? They're like, brah! So I'm like, okay. So I waggled it and he slash and kills the guy. And then I'm like, well, I can't, the controls are kind of stiff. I can't like make him turn. So I just waggled again and he automatically turns. He like spun around and killed the other guy. There's a guy behind me. So I'm like, okay. Waggled it and he turned around and killed that guy. I was like, so you want me to go to kill a group of guys? They're like, yeah. And I was like, no. I'm good. I'm good on that. But I think if I was going to play it again, I would play it on GameCube. I do want to play on GameCube someday. Basically, Super Swim is a camera and item storage glitch that allows you to swim backwards anywhere in seconds. Oh. So it's kind of like backward long jump, sounds like. I'll stick to the GameCube version, huh? At least he's still left-handed in that one. Yeah, I think that, from what I've read, the GameCube version is like the definitive version. That's like the real version. The Wii one was sort of like a adaptation, essentially. And graphically they're very similar. I really can't jump over there, or did I just mess it up the first time? Why shouldn't I have to make that jump? There we go. Just last time it glitched out. I think Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess had good layout for their stories, but I don't think their stories were good. Okay, did I miss your response to my question? Like, what makes the plot of Wind Waker good? Because I think we have different expectations, right? Like, to me, Majora's Mask is like as good of a plot as you could have in a Zelda game. I'm not saying it's like a mind-blowing plot, and I agree with you that it's really more like a world than a plot, per se. But I can't imagine that any other Zelda would be any different than that, or any better. Link is Left-Handed Time Traveler. This is facts, Wisconsin. This is facts. Majora's Mask is absurd plot-wise. Same concept back to the long jump, yeah. No cap on the negative speed. Yeah, to my knowledge, Claire speedruns some racing games. She was speedrunning, I think, Resident Evil for a while, one of the remakes. I think it was 2. On top of streaming lots of Marvel Ultimate 3. Marvel 3 Ultimate, I should say. It's going to be Ultimate Marvel Capcom 3. That's what it is. And speedrunning Mario Kart and other racing games. It's a pretty cool, varied channel. Sunshine is your main... Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Sunshine, of course. If you have ever seen my break screen, I've seen Claire's clips in the break screen. For the Sunshine, and I think those are the early Sunshine runs. Back when I think the goal was just to play it casually. So, what do you want me from here, game? I can't make that jump. Oh, I can climb up to here. Okay, can't do anything here, though. I can see everything. Guess I gotta blow out that or somehow, huh? Or I really can't get over there. I guess stands to reason. I can't jump across, maybe? No. No. He won't even jump across. Alright, that's fine. My wife is excited for 3D All-Stars' Revenge. She never actually finished Sunshine. Yeah, same here, but I'm not gonna get it on fucking digital. I'll just buy the GameCube, the GameCube version of it and play it on emulator. One of these days, but it's kind of expensive. But I think it'll be worth it for my collection. Shout out to Dolphin, by the way. Dolphin is so sick. Okie-dokie. Yeah, I know, game. I know. So, like, dude, what are you fucking doing, man? Just play the game. Now, can I jump over there? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Okay, so where am I going now? Am I going back where I came from? It doesn't look like it. No, this is... Oh, I see. What's up, Britsky? Hold on word, dude. There's a 3 over there. I'm gonna jump onto that wood thing over there. If it makes you happy. There's so many different ways you can go in this place. This is a really fun little area. I was looking for treasure.
This has got to be good for something.
I want to find like actual glittering treasure on the ground. Shit like that's why I was arguing with a friend. The Uncharted is quite flawed. It's extremely unclear what you can actually do. It's just whatever the game decides. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Hope not. You normally jump 4 feet, then all of a sudden it's like 15 feet. Yeah. It's impossible to tell where you can and can't go. You just gotta try it and hope for the best. So I got the mechanisms working here, I guess. We'll see some stuff animate.
Something's happening.
Something's popping off, dude.
Nate, did you do that? Things just started moving down here.
This is a hell of a room. Some parts that were inaccessible before are going to become accessible now, I guess. You jump like 6 inches off the ground. Yeah, so it does like a little baby hop. So it's pretty pointless. They do not even let you do it. Oh, no! Yeah, it should just literally do nothing when you're neutral, because it just kind of does like a little skip. So... that thing is moving now, I guess. I'm gonna try and jump. Well, I can go this way. But what's... I guess I could... Oh, I kind of want to jump over there, so let's experiment. Yeet! Okay, so I can get down there. Can I get up here? No. Well, can I go back then? Maybe not. No, certainly not. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't say certainly. Let's try it. Hup! Too late. Alright. Something's happening. Yeah. That's this whole game. Something's happening! I press the button, something's happening. I'm gonna go over here, I think. What? Why no grab? Mr. Drake! Why no grab? Is that not grab? Looks like grab to me. Grab, Drake. Grab that. Grab that over there. No, it's not grab. Game says no. So I kind of assume that this 4 wanted me to leap over there and grab that and then kind of monkey my way over there to get onto that platform to get to 1. That's what I'm saying, Hubie. Where's my grab? Here's one of the numbers. Oh, well, yeah. I can look at I can look at this, yeah. I guess I can't right now, but I forget what it was. It was something 7. I had to go to the right spot to look at my notebook, which is dope. Really no grab? It's got a number pointing that way. I can't shimmy over there and climb up on that? That's kind of what I thought would be the case. There's a 1. I can't believe it. I'm gonna try it one more time. Could just be the game has glitched out sometimes. Eat! No. No good for you. Sometimes you try to make a jump and it just glitches out, he doesn't make it, but that really is not good. Alright, so now what? I guess I'm pretty satisfied. I've pretty much explored the whole place, right? I mean, I'm not gonna find any more treasure this rate. We might as well just do the actual thing the game wants me to do. So let's go back to the start where I can actually look at my notebook and review the numbers. Not sure why I can't do that now, but, you know, whatever. Game design. Gotta go to the number spot where I can look at my notebook. Oh, number spot. What were those numbers again? Can I make this jump, please? You fuck!
Oh my god.
You actual fuck! This game is amazing. Now you jump. This game is amazing. I'm gonna try it again. I'm telling you, it's kind of glitchy. Sometimes it doesn't work, other times it does work. It's gonna work this time. It's not. I'm pretty sure. Cause remember, I tried this last time from the other side. Remember, I tried it from the other side. I had the same problem. Well, maybe not. Maybe I can't. I don't know. No, I don't have to. I don't have to. I can go this way. Yes. No. No. Oh, I guess not. I guess not. Couldn't get any worse. 10 out of 10 game, guys. This game scored 10 out of 10s everywhere at the time. All the magazines, all the press. This game is flawless. This is what 10 out of 10 gameplay looks like. All right, so I do want to get back to the spot, like the start of the dungeon. Can I not get back to the start now? That's where I can look at my notebook. Is there not a way back? There might be just different. I can do this route already. I can do this, I think. You make that jump. What are you doing? Just climb up. Okay. Here we go. I can look at my book. So, 257. 257. 257. Okay. Not totally straight there. Here's 2. Here's 5. This is faster than I hoped. 3, don't care. 4, don't care. This is still 5. Okay, so 5 continues, I guess. Bizarre. That way is 4 again? So there's multiples of the numbers. There's 2. Can I climb onto that and get higher up or something? Where's my 7? Science! Well, I survived. That's something. Oh, I found that chain. No number, it must still be 5. Oh, okay. Climb it up. Oh. No, you can't climb it up, but I can swing over there, perhaps. Alright. What's this? 6. That away. I can climb on. I can jump that chain and go over that. That's like fun. Could be treasure over there. More 5. I don't want to go there. I'm going to go check out this other path for treasure, though. Grab a chain, please! Drake. 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 Now I gotta wonder if I can even grab that chain. Or if it's ungrabbable. Okay. They gave you a 5. Clearly you can't skip that way. Maybe that chain is not grabbable, huh? I mean, I just grabbed a chain just now. Unfucking believable game design. I'll try one more time. I doubt it's gonna work. But, maybe I can make the jump all the way to that platform. Got 10s, dude? No way. Probably not grabbable since it was a 6, yeah. 10s, I tell you. Oh. I saw a sparkle up there, though. You can see that sparkle? Like, light with a 4. Well, I've gone ways I shouldn't be able to go already. Like, the numbers, I think the numbers show me, like, canonically where to go. But I have to go off the beaten path to get the treasure. So my thinking is that, you know, I have to go to the numbers that aren't where I'm supposed to go sometimes. But where did I see that treasure? I saw a sparkle somewhere. Was it over there? Where was that sparkle? Was it a glitch? It might have been that little bit of like a flame there. I jumped to my death and saw a sparkle. But maybe it wasn't actually a sparkle, it was just some torch fire. Yeah, it pushed me off. It was like, well, in their defense, Claire. Alright. Let me rephrase that. It's an invisible wall, right? They didn't expect me to get over there, I guess. I didn't really, you know, it's not the first time I've made a jump in a game and got pushed off because I wasn't supposed to be there. It's just this game it's worse in this game because the jumps are always ambiguous by the way the game's designed. They're always ambiguous. So there's 2. I don't want to go to 2. I want to go to 7. Game plays you. This is 5. I don't want to go to 2, though. I want to go to 7. Okay. This can't be the right way then, theoretically, if I'm wrong about that. Yeah, I'm sure you do the same way, Clay. You played a lot of games where you'll jump somewhere and you'll just get pushed off, right? It makes sense. It's only as bad in this game because this game,
Sully,
you never have any control over the jumps anyway. You just kind of hope that it works, so when it cock easy like that, it's pretty dumb. Okay. So I get off I'm not supposed to go this way, I don't think. If I'm reading my map correctly. I might be wrong about that. But I feel like I'm supposed to go from 5 to 7 directly, right? If you stick to 2, 5, or 7. Oh, thank you, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 5, 2, 7. Yeah, or 2, 5, 7. I'm sorry. Thank you. That's pretty good insight. What do you want from me, game? Ready to jump over there directly? I hope so. Please, Drake. Please grab that ledge. Thank you. Can't jump that way? Alright. Cool sound effect. Swoosh. I want treasure. I want fucking treasure. So I could probably jump over there, you would hope. I can climb this as well. But there's nothing. Oh, there's something up here. Okay. What's over here? Before I try and make a stupid jump. There's a 2. And a 1? What? Yeah, I get it. Thanks. I'm not gonna make that jump for sure. Nothing I want down there anyway. What about over here, though? What about over here? Let's have a peek. Please jump, Drake. Please jump. Thank you, sir. All I know is that the lighting in this area is super useful. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Kind of hard to see the numbers. You could argue that's immersive that way. I wouldn't say I mind it so much. It is very dark, though, which is kind of annoying, but again, it kind of captures that feeling of being in a tomb, I suppose. Well, and also, okay, there's no platforming. It's not as though I actually have to aim or anything. It's gonna. It wouldn't be any different if it was really well lit. Do you know it's a good game that Katie's playing right now? Disgaea 5. Disgaea 5. Oh shit. It's like 3S. Dude, Katie hates 3S, guys. Anyone that plays 3S as much as Katie fucking hates 3S. I can tell you that for sure. see here. Hopefully I can jump back now. Rabbit! Thank you. Disguise the tone box? This guy, dude. This guy at 5. What else has Katie been playing that he's been enjoying? You know, he enjoyed Vagrant Story. I like that long play. This guy 5. One more tone box. Hopefully everybody find night too. I don't remember this at all. I beat this game, I believe 100%. I can't believe how bad my memory is. Like, it's a long-running joke on the channel here, but I really can't believe how bad my memory is. It's just crazy how this is totally new to me. Hey 3S, Hitman. So Claire says Vagrant Story is goated. I never played it, Claire. I watched Katie play it though. I had never even seen the game until I watched Katie play it. I was aware of it. I own it. It's a game I always wanted to play as a kid, but never got around to it. I always imagined it was like a tactics game, but apparently it's like an action RPG, a very early action RPG, like kind of early in that genre. I deserve that. That sound effect was extremely godlike though. That was some bone crunching. Can I run off the ledge? I can. Let's move on from the game. Run past this, then run through while they're going like that. What do you think wrong with Katie's game taste, J-Bomb? I have a 2-page fold-out Vagrant Story magazine ad on my wall. It's one of your favorites, huh? Maybe you should play it on stream, Claire. Katie played it with PSX HW. It made it look beautiful. Yeah, but consider that lovely, bro. I think I'm playing Parasite Eve. Alright, what do you want from me, game? I could... No, there's spiky on the edges there, so I can't go off the edge. There you go. What are you doing, Drake?
Hey!
God damn it.
Hey, be careful! That thing doesn't look very safe!
What an idiot.
It's alright! I'm okay!
Nice. Yo, the upscaling was so good, Katie. I can't believe how glorious it looked. Alright. So where did I end up? Where I'm supposed to be, maybe? Where can I jump to? Can I climb back up? You want me to jump across the diagonal? That's kind of unusual in this game. Don't want me to do a diagonal jump. Okay. He shits on pretty much everything, says J-Bomb. Yeah, but that's because he has very defined tastes, J-Bomb. Those that like everything typically have really bad taste. Because most everything is shit. Let me put it this way, guys. If I have a friend that likes every blank, every anime, for instance, let's just say, and they say, dude, you gotta watch this anime, it's really good. I'd be like, dude, you like all anime. Your opinion means nothing to me. But if they hate all anime and they say, dude, you gotta watch this anime, my first thought is, okay, I'm curious. I might not agree with him. I might not, you know, he might hate things I love. And likewise, he might love things I hate. But I would much sooner be interested in his recommendation than somebody that likes all anime. And I have friends that are like that. I have friends that like a lot of, you know, very basic anime. Anime that, whatever anime, as long as it's got, you know, giant eyeballs on the characters, and from Japan, they love it. And if they say to me, you know, watch this show, I'm like, I'm good. Because they like a lot of trash. But again, if they hate all anime, even anime that I love, even if it's like actually good anime, you know, subjectively good anime, and they hate everything, but there is one that they like, I'm like, oh, okay. Because I know that he has very refined taste, right? Whether or not I agree with his taste, it's very refined. If your tastes are very broad, then the more broad your tastes are, the less I care about your recommendation. And I think that's just reasonable. I think that's just logical. I think it'd be a very hard point to argue with. So, where am I going? I can drop off the ledge there and grab onto the edge. This is where I came from, right? You think so, J-Bomb? I'm inclined to disagree. I have a friend exactly like that. They likes all anime and recommends me every single one. I don't believe him anymore. Liking everything or hating everything makes you basic. Yeah, but you don't hate everything. You just like very few things. But in your argument, J-Bomb, you're saying that because you hear KD being critical of things, that to you means he hates everything. Kind of like me, J-Bomb. You'll say, Vencabot hates everything, but you ignore the things that I love. I say things, I love all things all the time. Likewise, KD loves a lot of games. But to you, because he dislikes some things and is vocal about it, you're like, he hates everything. The player hater's ball, indeed, if you will. This is not the truth. That's where I came from. So where did I go last time? So I came to hate. He doesn't dislike things, he hates things, says J-Bomb. I'm confused what you mean. What's the difference, J-Bomb? What's the difference? Talk to me, dude. Do you have any logic behind your argument, or are you just talking a bunch of shit? How is how KD hates things different from somebody who dislikes things? Did I not already come this way? And if so, where did I go at this point? Should I go... I thought I just came from this way. I'm almost certain that I did. But maybe I did. Let's climb off this ledge here. I remember doing this, right? I remember this. Just like as you can see several points of something you've thoroughly experienced and came out hating it. Dislike is you can see several points of something you've thoroughly experienced and came out hating it. You don't think that's what KD's... exactly how KD is? You don't think KD's that way? I'm almost certain that's where I came from. But I can't get over there, or I'll have to run past. Oh, okay, maybe I haven't gone this way yet. Oh, we did F. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I think we're back. Oh, oh, I love that. I love that. Whee. That's such a good sound. I can't even get mad, dude. I love it. I love it. I just had drops in Wisconsin still. What do you mean by you had drops? Yeah, the stream did die. The stream did die. Yeah, Katie has very good reasons. I've never known Katie to not like something and not have a good reason for it. Ouch. Yeah, for you to say, J-Bomb, that Katie doesn't criticize things reasonably and logically, that's insulting. And that you would feel that way about a friend of yours is kind of pisses me off. KD's one of the most critical guys I know. If he has a problem with the game, he can tell you exactly why he has a problem with that game. And he will, at length, given the chance. Oh, fuck! Who's talking shit about KD? My friend J-Bomb, dude. So that's weird, Tonebox. It's weird how it seems like some people in the chat, they lose network when I lose network. Oh, well that was a great animation. I loved that. I hit the wrong button to jump there. I hit the roll like I was playing Zelda. Okay. So I gotta wait to right now. There we go. Oh, fuck! Climb back up. Climb back up. Flip apple. Yeah, kind of like Dark Souls. Kind of like the fucking Sen's Fortress, right? In this part. How you doing, Bones? Yeah, it's definitely darker than Dark Souls, that's for damn sure. Well, here's an elevator, so I definitely made some progress. Can't climb this chain, almost certainly not. Even if I could, it wouldn't go nowhere, so that's fine. It doesn't work that way. I don't want to climb on that. It's not Dark Souls. What happens if I stand on this? My weight? There we go. You know, you can reach at a point in any debate where you know you become the villain. J-Bomb, it's not a debate, dude. You came in here talking a lot of hot shit. Shut the fuck up. Be nice, J-Bomb. It seems like every time I do a stream, you come in and you go, blah, 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 and, you know, point your fingers and you insult people. And then 10 minutes later you go, I'm sorry, guys, that was out of line. Like, control yourself, J-Bomb. Control yourself. I think what Tone is talking about is that the last few times your stream has died for me, I get a network error on the Twitch video. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, it's definitely on my... It's almost certainly on my side. It's almost certainly on my side. Yeah, it wasn't a debate, J-Bomb. It was you coming in and insulting people and being angry because people are being critical of this, that, the other thing. And not being able to back up your arguments because they're illogical. And I'm getting kind of tired of it.
I'll wait here.
Okay, so I opened that window now. Relax. Think before you speak, dude. Don't just come in here and be mean to people in my chat. Whoever it might be.
What the hell?
What the hell? Okay. I don't play online anymore after last night. Here's what happened, Bones. Katie went to an actual arcade, and he took forever to get adjusted to the timing. He was dropping everything at the arcade, yeah. Made him super salty. I think that Fightcade is closer to arcade timing than PS4 is, but it's still a very major difference. It's going to affect how you throw tech, especially how you anti-air, how you play the nooch. And since KD has access to CPS3 at will, I can see how he'd want to not fuck up his time. Kind of like the Poverty Game Night guys. They're very selective on when they play online. Because they have Super Gun, and of course they run tournaments and shit, so it's a different beast. I caught the sick-ass match between Nasty and Katie at the end, huh? It was so good. So I'm going to go back tomorrow. I'm not going to play online for a bit and see if it helps my timing. I'm sure it will, Katie. I'm sure it will. But I think that the downside of that, though, of course, is that... I guess it's true of either situation, right? If you play a lot on CPS3, it affects your online timing. Likewise, playing online affects your offline timing. And for those that have access to CPS3, of course, you want to focus on the offline experience. You want to focus on keeping your offline timing. But I think that, you know, it's kind of a drag to not say, I'm not going to play online again or in the near future. Yeah, exactly, KD. It's just kind of a drag then that, you know, when you exclude yourself one or the other, it's kind of like you want to play both. In a perfect world, let me break it down, guys. I think no one's going to disagree with this, right? We all wish there was a perfect world, hypothetically speaking, in some alternate dimension where offline and online were the same. And it sucks not being able to fucking play both. Because offline is godlike, you're with your homies, you're on real arcade hardware, you're getting food, having laughs, there's no experience quite like it. Online, you have access to more players around the country, you can do it at home in your pajamas. It's, you know, it's got its positives to it. And it's a drag that when you play one, it fucks you up for the other one. And I agree with that with Katie personally. I think that you know, you want to be strong. Offline's more fun. Offline's more fun. And I'd rather, you know, be good offline than be good online. That being said, it sucks you can't just have both. Katie's the hater. I'm also a hater, notoriously. I think both can be improved over time to get closer to CPS3. I hope you're right, X+, but I have my doubts. I have my doubts that we're going to see it get any better than Fightcade 2 for years and years to come. That'd be really good. Katie, I've kind of noticed that. I don't talk about that much. What do you guys, since you mentioned it, Katie, let me raise a question, and I'm going to name names. I'm gonna name names. Okay. Katie Alpha. How is Nika KO so good online? How is he so good online? And so good offline? How does he tech every throw on PS4? How does he hit red parries consistently on PS4? Because Katie said here, I think you can, Venka, be good. You can have both, but you have to be really good. There are some people that I don't understand how they take their offline experience and transmute it to the online experience. Because he sees the Matrix, he's a frame count, says Cosby. J-Bomb says here, I apologize for my off-timed rude comments. I know you're under a lot of stress, J-Bomb. I know you're under a lot of stress. I'm just saying, it's something I've noticed over the past, you know, however many streams. There's a pattern. Come to the Vencabot chat, be an asshole for a little while, and then, you know, shortly afterwards say, oh yeah, my bad, my bad, my bad. Like, it's not, you can't just, it's not a free pass to come into my chat and be an asshole. Is that just Nika? Tenrun, yeah, Tenrun and Frankie, yeah, Frankie, especially. I haven't experienced Tenrun, I haven't played Tenrun that much. But yeah, when I fight Frankie and Nika online on PS4, I'm like, how do they play like this? How do they play like this on PS4? How do they tech all the grabs? How do they get the red parries? How do they fucking, you know, play the nooch? There's some trick to it. There's some, again, you have to be like a godlike player. You have to have some kind of galaxy brain to be able to, you know, be able to see through it. Is their awareness and experience is so vast and above everybody else's that they are not really playing the players. They're playing the matchup. I was so awful, I earned a bad accent, huh? Damn. What, I acted the name wrong? What word, Apples? How have I been? Fate's work. Fundamentally, a great player, says X+, can make the micro adjustments. Just my opinion on that Nika example. Yeah, I thought it was an interesting conversation just because Katie did mention it. She kind of mentioned it kind of offhandedly. It's something I think about. Whenever I fight Nika and he like red parries all my moves, I'm like, what? And then he's unthrowable. Yeah, I know that, J-Bomb. I know that. And if I'm being critical of you, J-Bomb, it's as a friend. You know you're always welcome in my chat, dude, anytime. It's a pleasure to have you here. Even when you're feeling kind of sour for whatever reason, whether it's a 12-hour work shift or whatever the case might be, something going on at home or whatever. Likewise, J-Bomb, message me anytime on Discord whenever you want about anything. Anytime. You know how when you see a Urian whiff EX headbutt, you know they're going to go for throw, and you tech instinctively. I think it's like that, and they are so good at and played so much that they anticipate what's going to happen. That's a theory. That could very well be it. Like, they know the throws, they know the dash-up throw is coming, for instance. That's all any of us are doing, J-Bomb. That's all any of us are doing every single day. I don't doubt that you've been doing it for a very long time as well. Every day of your life as well. So, I haven't been paying attention to what this game's doing right now. I'm talking about Third Strike and yelling at people in my chat. Like a fucking lunatic. Oh, I can go over here. No, I can't. Well, that's where I came from. So I want to be on this side. I want to open the door for her. Let's see here. Whee! I can climb that rope? Probably not. Almost certainly not. I'm going to jump over there, I guess. Go, Drake! Okay. Didn't work. They know when the EX headbutt is coming, and they're so far ahead of everyone else they know. You think they're going to go for throw, so they're ready to counter your counter. Because they've played so much, they're 3/4 steps ahead at any time. That probably is what it is. That's likewise why they can, you know, quote-unquote react and red pair. Where the fuck did it spawn me? They can react and red parry because they're reacting to the situation ahead of just, you know, seeing the thing come out or whatever. A spook with a taste of Spain? Death and deep-fried nudes? Deep-fried nudes, I said. Deep-fried foods? The plan for October Bones, I have 2 main plans for October. One is to play Metroid 2 on Game Boy. That's a tradition here, guys. We play Metroid games on Halloween. 2 is to run some horror movies for our anime club. Aside from that, I would like to maybe even
See if you can
do
find
like
a
some
way
kind
to
of
get this gate open.
costume
I'll wait here.
to celebrate the season. But I have no solid plans. You're like, please, no apples. Let's watch that Disney movie, Money, with Bette Midler. I did see a Disney movie with Bette Midler. What movie is that, apples? Oh, you mean, oh no. What's the movie called? What's it called? I've been thinking of it, unfortunately. Fuck. Because a monster with red hair, he's online because he's been playing online for a decade. It's to the point where lag hardly even affects him. Yeah, I noticed that too. I also noticed that that people that have played online to that extent, they complain much less. I agree that I'm sure he does complain to some extent, Cosby, if we're talking about the same thing here. But I find the people that play, like, how about Rick, like, I own a guy. Rick never complains about lag. He will, same with Kyo. They will fight you in the worst lag, body you, and be like, don't even mention it. Or they'll lose and they'll just be like, I'm gonna fucking fight the guy again. It's like, for me, I will not, if they're lag, I won't even fight him again. But Rick will fight a laggy guy until he beats him, which will be the first or second time. Just finished a Pokemon tournament online. I'm exhausted. What game, apples? What game? And I'm curious, I probably already asked, but how do you guys run these tournaments that are online? Hocus Pocus, thank you, apples. Holy fuck. Hocus Pocus, I was gonna go insane. So what do I do here? I can't make that jump. The trading card game, okay. Hand him a stick, put him in a dark room, and tell him when the round starts. Perfect, huh? Set plays his bones. So he doesn't even need to see his opponent, just knows how to play. I only blame the lag when I lose. Don't worry, says Juna, huh? I hate lag in general. I can't play. If it's a certain point, I'm going to play. I'm just very particular about that. I think other people aren't as much. How you doing, Juna? We Discord them and stream. Discord them? So, with a camera? I'm so confused, Apples. I'm very curious about this. What's fun to believe in yourself? For Dudley J-Bomb, roundhouse. Press that button, you're just like, ah, life is good. It allows screen sharing via stream. Yeah. But are you playing with actual paper cards, Apples, or maybe not? It had a cash prize. It was 2 wins from $150, huh? Azul Cringe. I already hear that, Apples. Sounds like I got mad close, but no cigar. Maybe next time. Apple, you guys don't know, Apple goes hard on this. Apple is always playing Pokemon competitively. We Discord and show the Pokemon TCG app. Oh. Oh. So you Discord to talk to each other, and then you stream the app. So there's an app? An official app? Can I play Pokemon on my phone? Well, it's still money, Apple. You still get a dinner for that. Just for having fun with your friends and playing Pokemon and get some dinner off it. There's nothing wrong with that. I say that as somebody that plays Third Strike. And 3S, it's an old man game. It's kind of a poverty game. If you win $16, it's like, whoa! $16? That paid for the gas I took to get out here. That means I can come out here for free and have fun with my friends. You know, it's still money. It's official, Apples? That's sick. What is it, like a gacha? Do you have to buy the cards? Or is it unofficial? You just get cards for free. It's a 6-pack of beer, says Bones. I'm really, I have no idea what to do here. Can I, oh, I can try to drop down. No. Hey, can I talk to you, lady? No? Several small, awesome options, huh? It's like a gas and a sandwich, I'm saying. Yeah, $16. No, that's a chunk of change for a guy like me, anyway. Nathan. 10 out of 10. You can earn cards, but really you buy codes that come from IRL packs and build. Oh! So, it's like an extension of the physical game. Well, that's kind of exciting. So you buy the booster packs. So wait, so the code in the booster, does it give you all the cards in that booster? So let's say that you were to buy a booster pack and it has 10 cards in it, and you put in the code. Does that code tied to that booster pack. So in the app, you get all the cards you just got in the booster pack. That's kind of fun. Bones, this game is so stupid, dude. Whenever one of us wins a Game of Dreams tournament down here, we always just use it to immediately go out and eat, huh? It's good. It's free food. You buy a pack and a code, it gives you a random booster. Ah, that's boring. Boring, but okay. I was kind of excited there, Apples. If it had been, it would have been fucking high tech. If it could, you know, if it was printed off different codes for every booster pack they manufactured. And then you could actually have the same collection in physically and in the app. That'd be fucking sick. But still, that's okay. It's better than nothing anyway. But you can trade packs for cards in the app. So you mean that if you were to buy booster packs, get the codes from them, you enter the code into the app, and you can then trade that token, that credit, for like a card you want in particular, like a currency. You do. You just trade for what you want. That's sick. So you can choose to have either the random cards, or you can just choose to save them up and buy a card you want. That's cool. It's a nice little risk reward. Uncharted, please. Free me. Maybe I am overthinking this. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here yet. Maybe I should go back out there and explore. This is where I'm supposed to be, though, for sure. Right? Good news, Brian. I can climb this chain. I don't see here. Like, an expensive card might be 15 packs, but most cards aren't expensive, and they last 2 years, so it's not terrible. Oh, you mean the tokens last 2 years? That still seems annoying. Why have a timer on them at all? You spent money on them. When you win online, you can earn packs to open. Fun. So it sounds like a pretty decent gacha. Probably, like, you know, pretty free-to-play friendly. So that sounds like a really fun way to run a tournament, Apples. You guys stream that? That's fucking sick. Do you want to list a channel, Apples? Want to promote the channel? Or nah? Feel free. To me, it sounds exciting. If I had more time, I'd probably go check that out. Maybe somebody in the chat would want to go watch it. Go cheer for you on that channel.
Thanks, Nate.
I can't fucking believe this game had the nerve to have all these fucking chains and ropes that I can't climb around, then have one chain right there, barely visible, that I can climb. It has its problems, but it's not that bad, says Apples. He says, Apples can stream. Stream your own tournaments, Apples. I seen it. Apples was streaming for a while there, wasn't she? I remember she streamed like a couple times and she was talking about it. It's been a while though, it feels like. Lavender Town, you ran this? Wait. You ran this tournament? Oh, the Lavender Town ran the tournament. Okay. That's fun. Glad you guys are having fun playing some Pokemon card games in the year 2020. That's really exciting to me. I do. No one shows up to Apples, huh? I didn't know that. What do you stream, Apples? Pokemon? Gotta open up this thing, I think. So here's more numbers. I gotta follow the 2s and the 5s and the 7s. I storm, but it's boring watching me lose, huh? You strim. Anthony, what do you call a cow with no legs? Lean beef. But 2 legs, I gotcha. If a cow has no legs, then it's ground beef. Anthony, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I, for one, thank you for that. My life has been improved somewhat by that. Let's stop playing this game, guys. Let's play some Zelda instead. When's gonna checkpoint, do you think? Play 3S and then once from Eden, huh? Sick.
Last man alive gets the gold. You lose. Kill them both.
better and better.
Sensitivity is really low in this game. Can I change that? See how long it took me to pull my gun up with this guy?
No! Look out.
Making a beef joke in this situation is it's high stakes. Oh my god. This is not gonna be easy. Look at the moves! Too clean. That's a big boy. They take more hits to kill if you hit him anywhere except for the head. I love how they gave her a gun. This is not a complaint, by the way. This is not really. This is just a observation. They gave her a gun. She never used one before in her life, and now she's like godlike in a firefight. You guys know me. I don't really care about plot as much in games, and I also appreciate that it's supposed to be kind of, you know, tropish intentionally. It's whatever that she's, you know, instantly good with a gun. But it is worth noting that they did give her this gun for the first time ever, like, earlier today. Now she's, like, in gunfights, like, they're like, kill them both! And she's, like, actually, like, shooting, like really well. I changed lives, if anything. Maybe you're right, Brian. The camera aiming skills, right? Point and click. I didn't get that joke, Brian, but you're right. She actually made that joke herself. And went right over my head, like a dumbass. That's actually not a terrible line. Oh, they heard the gunshot. Good thing. I'm not gonna survive this, huh? God damn! Physics. I love how they think you're still there. This game is not very subtle. It's not very, like, painstakingly designed overall. And so I gotta admit that I'm really glad that they, like, actually... like, they remember where you were, and you can flank them. That's who would think in a game like this they would do that? You would totally expect them to just always know where you are at all times. Get shot 5 times, rest against the wall, you're good. It's ridiculous, but it helps the game keep the roller coaster ride going. Yeah, does it, though? That's my criticism. Oh, fuck. Does cover shooting as a mechanic slow the game down or speed it up? Ouch.
These guys keep coming from.
Let's try to get some ammo here. I'm kind of low. Don't you know that's how you get the bullet out? Just lean a little. I think you would have to inventory manage health kits, that sort of thing, otherwise. Well, you have to rebalance the game to make it easier to dodge bullets, right? That's something that I think all the classical, you know, run and gun games do. Is you don't just take hits. You have to. There's more movement. And I think the reason why we see so many cover shooters being a thing these days is that they're becoming more realistic, right? They want to have gunfights that are more like the movies and more like you would want a gunfight to be for in real life, you know, taking cover, and, you know, you would just dodge bullets in real life, so you kind of have to, you know, not be out in the open as much, I guess. But I do kind of think that there's a popular criticism of cover shooters that I think is well-founded, which is that by having you take hits, then run to cover and just wait. Here's my thing. All right, how about this? I wish when you were waiting in cover, you could do something fun. What if... like, what's a good idea for a mechanic, guys, that you can do while in cover to regenerate your health? Like something active. Something that actually takes some skill and it's kind of fun to do. Maybe you could, I don't know, there's some kind of mechanic where you can manage your ammo in some more interesting fashion. Or something that, you know, would make it more fun to just jump in instead of just waiting there. The problem is it kind of slows the pace of the game down because you just kind of go and you wait for your health to heal.
I think there's some kind of ladder mechanism up there.
That's not dumb at all, J-Bomb. Yeah, it makes sense to me. Have a luck meter? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Because it would kind of tie into the whole vibe. It would actually make it, you know, I'd be more open-minded, J-Bomb, to the idea this game is an intentional homage to the classic, you know, action serials of the time, right? Because then it would be a mechanic that is sort of references the cinematic nature. It'd be the cinematic nature of the game, but tied into a mechanic of the game. You could almost make it like kind of like Beautiful Joe. Right? Beautiful Joe is a game about television. Oh my God, Drake! You don't want to jump back where you came, dude? I want to find treasure over there. I swear to God, Drake. I don't want to die. I don't want to have to start this whole part over again. Please make this jump. Oh, thank God. So what am I looking at here? I had to kick that shortcut down for her. Okay. Yeah, you can have a luck meter. You can have a meter that, you know, helps him, you know, bullets miss him. Right? Or it could even be tied to other things in the game, too. Like lucky shots, like blind fire. Can you imagine how sick that would be? You could like trade your luck meter for like defense or offense. You could like blind fire with it. That'd be sick. Bullet time activation when low to indicate adrenaline rush, huh? He didn't tank the bullet. It was lucky it missed him, yeah. How the hell can you tell what's going on? This is so dark. I wonder if it's dark on your side, guys. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't be. It should theoretically be the same brightness on both on all sides. I'll have to rewatch the VOD. But it is dark, but I can see what's going on here. It's pretty dark at the moment. Yeah, it's dark as hell out here. But, yeah, on my preview, it looks like it's visible. I'll rewatch the VOD, guys, and make sure the brightness is correct. So I don't want to go down there. It's a death pit.
He's over here.
Ow. Let's use my trusty pistol. Higher crit percentage, yeah, like easier headshots with the luck meter. But in any case, yeah, I just kind of feel like there's a school of thought that says that cover shooters are boring because when you take damage, all you can do is go to cover and wait. Okay. Is there a point-blank shot mechanic? I didn't hit him in the head, did I? He died in one shot, though. Ouch. And I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree that cover shooting is kind of boring. Like, when I'm in cover, it's just... This mentality when I play this game that's like, run away, take cover, and then wait for some guy to pop out, right? You kind of wish that there was something you could either do in cover or that some mechanic would be in place so you wouldn't want to or maybe even couldn't take cover as often as you do. Just make the defense more fun. That's true of any game that's defense, right? Like fighting games. If you're going to make it defensive, make the defense more fun in some way. Find a way to make taking the cover itself rewarding. Instead of just, you know, a thing you do when you're low on health and you gotta wait. Where you at, girl? Wanna come up here? Be that way! Yeah, see, this is quite dark. Again, I can see, but it just barely. Oh, I need to run away here. Oh, there's guys back there, too. I think it might be a touch darker on our end. When you were in that room with the objects, you had to turn. You were like, oh, this one's a goblet. That's the hook. That's the arrows. And I couldn't tell what they were on my screen. I'll go back and watch that part in particular then, Brian. Could it be that you guys are maybe on mobile and the device you're on maybe is got some glare on it or something? I could barely see them myself. I could barely see them, but I could make out what they were. If you couldn't make them out, it could be that you were slightly darker than me, or maybe it was just barely more glare. Because I could almost not see them myself. That's what I liked about Max Payne. Bullet time allowed you to play more aggressive. Yes, I agree. I guess I'm trying to be open-minded to... where am I? What am I doing? Where did it spawn me? It's kind of unreasonable to spawn me in the middle of getting shot. I don't even know where I am.
Hope this leads somewhere.
I do too. Have I not been here before? Have I been here before? This seems like something I know where I've been. Am I advancing the plot right now? I'm trying to go back. I think that I went forward. I think it spawned me somewhere. Yeah, I did. It's not supposed to go, right? Maybe not. No. It spawned me somewhere. And I think it's somewhere I really hadn't, like, explored yet. I have not a lot of ammo in this gun. Yeah, I'm trying to be open-minded to the idea of cover shooting in general. Like, you could argue that bullet time is more fun by its very nature, or any game where you play more aggressively is more fun. And, you know, that might be true subjectively. But I think that the idea of cover shooting makes sense. I think that you would just need to find a way to tweak it so that... Isn't that right? When? Let's do a circle? Honestly, the score in this game is not that bad. I'm on a laptop, and if I tilt the screen more, I could see them, and when you get close to them, yeah, I really couldn't see them from far away, that's for damn sure. I had to be really close to see them. I'm on a Samsung 50-inch HD TV. That shit is Wesley Snipes right now, huh? Just dark. In Uncharted, I guess you could say that melee attacks are effective, but typically you get to kill as well when you're performing them. I was kind of curious about that X+. I never played, never tried it that much. Ask J-Bum, he fucking punched his way through the whole first part of the game. I was kind of curious if the AI in this game would let you punch people. Like, if you have guys pointing guns at you, in some games when you enter like a cutscene, like I'm throwing you or whatever, they'll oftentimes just be like, I can't shoot, right? But I was kind of curious. Some other games, man, you're like, what game we were watching KD play, was it? Or was some other game I was watching? Where somebody's in the middle of an action cutscene and they're just getting shot to fuck. I think it was KD's stream, but I forget what game it was. I'm drawing a blank.
Let's try this way.
KD was like throwing somebody or some shit like that and just getting totally punched. Oh yeah, it was Hitman. That's what it was, KD. Yes, exactly. It was Hitman. Those guys had no qualms about hitting you during your cutscene. Other games, they're engineered so that they do. Is this where I'm supposed to go? I guess maybe. Look bored, Connor. Boy, have I got some Roshi comments for you, man. On Facebook. So let's go back and let's do a little more exploring now. When the game respawned me after I died, it put me somewhere I'd never been before. Which is weird. Like, I think that it wanted me to have, run up into those guys that spawned. And I said I ran away. So when it respawned me, I was, somewhere ahead of just slightly where I'd been. What's up with that high-pitched noise, too? Why would you put that in a game? Terrible design choice. I'm trying to think what high-pitched noise you're talking about. The whistle? My voice? Oh, there you are. Punches are encouraged, says J-Bomb, huh? Your square, triangle, square combo makes them drop double ammo. Really, J-Bomb? That's sick. It's a shame the ammo's not that scarce in this game. That's sick. I didn't even know there was a combo until, I died one time. I gave a tooltip. I was like, press do a combo with triangle. I just mash square usually when I punch. Do you guys see that? I never noticed he does that before. That's amazing. He's like a running punch. That's great! Oh my god. How did I not know this is a thing? I'm doing this everywhere now. That's fantastic. If I had an AK, fuck that. The clothesline's X+. In Hitman, they dunk you with a basketball, yeah. Yeah, when you're trying to fucking punch somebody, they'll just shoot the fuck out of you. I can do a whole ground B&B into 22M Hermit Super. Also, Tonebox is grinding Roshi as well. Is it faster? It might be. Claire is given to... Who fucking just shot me? Claire is given to checking out speedrun tech. I always find it funny about speedrunners in the chat. That whenever they see anything, they're like, wait, can I exploit that to get extra 0.002 seconds on my time? Because you guys are trained to see that. Who the fuck just shot me? Talk about that post-explosion noise. Oh, yes, exactly. It imitates tinnitus, yeah. What do you guys think about that, in general? I'm not terribly against it. It's not really annoys me. Some people are more sensitive to sounds than others. I wouldn't say that it necessarily improves the game, but I don't know, maybe it does. You guys all hate it? The whining sound when you, after an explosion goes off? I think that it is overly prevalent in this game, because you fight those enemies that shoot, they have those enemies that shoot grenades. They shouldn't do that for that. It should only be if, an actual grenade explodes near you. But those guys that have, grenade launchers, unlimited ammo, they just go, thunk, 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 every, 7 seconds. And that always has that sound effort. It's kind of annoying. Let's find out if it's faster than my base speed. No, it looks like it's probably around the same speed as my running speed. I don't know, Claire! I don't know! Probably are about the same speed. It seems really fast, though. He's sparking tech is so sick. I'm not quite there yet now with Roshi. You piece of shit. The music in this game is pretty sick. The way that it... Oh god, please don't kill me.
Look out.
There they are.
Oh, shit.
Guys, up next is Zelda. I'll see you guys there. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We're gonna play Zelda for about like an hour and a half or so. Oops, that was a ninja. Turns out I'm not a ninja. This guy is 6. What are you watching trailers for that, Connor? Is it coming out soon? Watch Uncharted speedrun and just see Nate punching air the whole time to move. That'd be sick. Got revealed as 3D animated. What? That's a pretty big departure. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, I wonder? I bet you it's gonna be a bad thing. I bet you almost anything's gonna be a bad thing. I'll tell you why. Because we just talked about that early in the stream, Connor. When you make a new game with a new engine, you have to dial back the number of assets. We're gonna see fewer classes, right? Fewer classes, fewer characters. I'm not saying it's gonna be worse because it's uglier necessarily. I'm saying objectively speaking, whether you prefer 3D graphics or 2D graphics, by going 3D, they're going to have to make the game smaller, I feel like. It makes it very hard to not get put against a wall. I feel like Dark Souls doesn't have the problem to the same extent. This guy sucks. Oh, come the fuck on! Thank you to Vince for the 10 gift subs today. Thank you to all you guys who make the channel possible, financially speaking. Thanks to Maja Record announcing a delay in the closure of the game. We're back to a 5-night-a-week schedule starting next week. This week we had a kind of a shortened schedule. I've been working on a side project. Thankfully now I can dedicate less time to that and move on to focusing more on the stream. Once again, thank you to those that make this channel possible for me and for everybody here. Let me get a list of those names. You guys already saw their names on the screen. Let me shout them out individually here as I transition between games. Yeah, there's no saving my sanity, Brian. I'm way beyond that. But thank you for giving me some time to fucking sleep. Because I feel like shit right now. I thought about canceling the stream today, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna do it. But I feel like shit. I was up so late last night. But I'm gonna sleep tonight, hard as fuck, and then come back for a really fun Bruise Day. It's gonna be a really fun casual Friday stream, Pie Day Friday, pizza and a movie tomorrow. I should probably promote that better, huh? I really haven't pushed it that much this week because I've been so busy with Maja Record. Let's see here. I want to find my list of subscribers. Here we go. Yeah, Katie, I'd say it's a dirty job, but someone gotta do it. That's been kind of like my feeling about it. The crouch into this crouching roundhouse is just that, you know, it's crazy, but who better to do something crazy than me, right?
Oh no! Why are you doing it?
I have a very privileged life. I have a situation here with the stream and at home where I could probably survive it, and I have survived, and I probably would have if they hadn't changed the closure date. Thankfully, I don't gotta survive it now. I can actually live a normal human being life for a little fucking while. Thank you to Cow Says, John Hernandez, Katie Alpha, Lawnmower Face, Mark, Remy, Syntheria, and Salty Face for being Black Knight on Patreon. Is extremely generous. Thank you to Fruitless Havels, Ash Lethal Mazera, Audrey Apples, Dick Sucker, Great Gamer UK, Hubie Max, Michael Hinkle, Unix P, and Wade Local.
Oh my god!
Thank you to Shady Winners, Brandon Williams, Foul Miller, GK Live, Good Vibe City, Juna Anam, Coolahan, Kyle Glass, Leon Madison, Mum Blues, Rage Against the Arcade Machine, Ricardo Garcia, Soup Tactic, Honey Basher, and Toxic Man. Thank you to the young guys, Benjamin J. Harkins, Karina D. Scott, Donka, Dapper Dons, Edward Kenneth Perez, Herb Durgan, Andre Cruz, Kaiju Infinite. Thank you to our Twitch subs as well, like Zanzu, of course, Big Nasty, Eve Off the Chill, and Cruz, and Tree Tracer. Thank you for being the high rolling Twitch subs. Thank you to the Twitch subs of the Shady Winner tiers, the best sub you can give to the channel. It's the Amazon Prime tier. If you're an Amazon Prime customer, you get a free sub every month. Make sure you use that somewhere, if not here. If you're already paying for Amazon Prime, might as well. Also, it's the gift sub tier. Thank you again to all those that have been gifting subs, especially Vince lately. And also the $5 sub tier on Twitch. Again, if you guys want to check out the support the channel for $5, check out Patreon. Actually, support the channel for more on there for $3 and here out for $5. Thank you to 423 Locked. Thank you to All Night and Dave, Ash, Lethal, Stuffy Muffin, Audrey Apples, Balls Deep, Beastie Boy Jr., Big Mac, Lover, Blue Abs, Bonza, Bot, Vencabot, Brother Nero, FGC, Carol Baskin, Cavias, Change Me, what the fuck? Chumpit, Chulap, Circus Cancel, a CPU 3S, a Crimson Wolf 777, Donka, Dapper Don, Decoy Mandis, Diaper Gaud, Dick Zucker, D. Scott, KC2CA, First, Opus FPA, Brian X, FPA, Eddie, Gaming Zone, AZ, Garbage Jungle Style, Blast Jaw, 1984, Good Sport 168, Great Gamer UK, as well as Herb Birkin, Hubie, it's Laronica, J-Bomb 1901, Jetstream Justin, Jiffy Extra Creamy, J-Motive 9, Kaiser, KV Alpha, Kyosuke, KG the Legend, KO Fiend, Lawnmower Face, Long Legs, Matt Choke, Moist Dovakin, Mothman FGC, Mystic Panda, Neon Riot 4, Nigris Jones, Venice Templar, Omega Urian, Overlord Steve, Fody 3S, Predator 51, Raging Mage Sage, Will Yugen, Rescue Ryan, Rhymy and Sin Theory, Slime Barrett, Spife, The Red Pandas, The Shen, The Tonebox, 3Venge, Tommy 2-Step TX, Toxic Vamp, Beautiful Sketchpad, VSAP, Doom, Yoga Brain 3S, Yelona McSwagarelli, and V-Spectre Z. Just like, but ignore me, I'm an asshole. Oh, the sub. Thank you for the sub, Dave. They had a club studio for making the channel possible as well. These are people that have helped out in ways that go beyond the financial support. That's all of you guys. But some people have put in some extra time into the channel in terms of giving us extra content, whether it be hosting the show, or just being here and coasting from the Twitch chat, or helping coordinate events. Thank you to Danny Dante Gameplay, Dick the Sucker, FPA Brian X, Good Vibe, Katie Alpha, K Reich Jr., Toto 3S, Mutant Experience, Neon Riot, Nice Templar, Overlord Steve, Task Force Faust, and Zanzu, as well as many others, I'm sure, if I were to go through and re-analyze that list. Sorry for making you guys endure this music and this gunfire while I do this. Let's transition now to some Zelda.